And I believe we are now live. Hello, everybody. Hello, 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 hello. Welcome to Going Digital. We're live.
Yay!
I hope so. Anyway.
Yippee!
Yippee!
Oh, yes. Thank you. Thank you. You're too kind. You're too kind. I'd like to thank the Academy for this session. And hopefully it goes down well. Anywho, I am Brownie, your digital master, master of ceremonies, or whatever you want to call me, and joining us is the Backpack crew is you, hopefully. Know and love them. We're joined by, ironically enough, Hannah.
Hello, everyone.
Thanks for the deluxe charge. Joined by,
6 months.
yay, joined by Aeon.
Wait, we're live? Does my TV license cover this?
I believe it doesn't, but you know what? It's a one-off.
Sure.
We're joined by Caitlin.
Fuck your TV license! Yeah, it's your favorite idiot here.
Joined by Lena.
Does my cable bill cover this?
Oh man, double cable. So we got two cables. Don't worry, I'll pay you both for this. I promise. We're joined by Del
Hoi, everybody!
and Kristen.
Kristen.
Are you there?
Please tell me.
Are-
Please tell me the headset didn't die at the worst time.
Oh
Are
no!
Kristen, if you are alive, react with the sound with something on the soundboard.
What the fuck? I'm speaking.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that's what she meant. Okay, I think she's having trouble with the headset.
Oh. There we go.
Can't hear you.
There we go.
Okay, that was stupid. Hi, hello, I'm alive. I'm here.
Yeah.
You're alive.
Already
Don't-
stuck up with the fuck up.
That was Discord. That wasn't me. That was Discord.
Yeah, I was about to say.
That was Discord.
Oh dear.
No, it's fine. I just for some reason had to reselect my headset as the default microphone on it. I don't know.
Ah.
Moving on.
Yes, stuff happens as it does. Fun time for all.
Blah.
Anyway, let's get on with tonight's session. So, it has been a good week. I hope everyone has mentally recovered from the shit stain of a trauma that I dumped you guys with before, in which case, my bad.
Meh.
Uh,
You're not sorry.
I'm not sorry.
I love
Neat.
it. Give me more, please.
Don't worry, you might have your law crumbs later.
Yay!
You're gonna regret saying that. You're gonna regret asking for more.
Oh, don't worry. I'm perfectly fine. Rubs hands together.
Mm.
Anyway, it's been a
You're
fair
not the
bit.
problem.
I hope not. I'm throwing you guys into this. But speaking of this, we should get to this lovely recap. So, last time on Going Digital. Oh, hang on a second. I need to summon him again. 1 minute. Where the hell did he get? He escaped last time. Did you see where he went earlier?
No.
I think you went to go get a coffee somewhere.
Oh,
Yeah.
fine.
I
Yeah.
saw him at a Starbucks across the street.
Yeah, he probably went to Starbucks to get either get a coffee or a
A
latte.
coffee, not a
Coffee.
coffee. A coffee.
Coffee. Ooh. Morgan Freeman has gone suave.
Yep. I'm thinking Morgan Freeman either went to go get a coffee, like get a large coffee, or get a latte, or even get
A latte?
Or get a coffee.
or even get donuts.
Hang on, I'll go see if I can find him. Morgan Freeman! Where the hell have you gone? Morgan!
I'm gonna go get some donuts. He probably went to either Krispy Kreme or the Dunkin' Donuts.
What do you mean?
I
My
think-
company doesn't.
Oh wait!
How's that guy, Don?
Oh,
Hi.
there it is.
There he is.
Hello.
Where'd you
Seriously,
go? Where'd you go? Starbucks or Dunkin' Donuts?
I went over to Starbucks and Dunkin' Donuts. I'm a rebel.
Nice.
Nice.
Good for you.
I got myself one of those Krispy Kremes, and then I got myself a chocolate chip macchiato.
I thought I saw you at the front of the counter when I was at the back.
Were you getting?
You did get a
Weird.
latte.
You went to Krispy Kreme.
Oh, he went to Krispy Kreme.
Oh, all
What's
right.
my
And-
username?
all right.
Anyway,
Anyway.
yeah, sorry about the humor. Last time I'm going digital, I presume that's why I'm here.
It is,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, last time, the Digidestined had made their way into the server tower of Terra City, regrouping themselves in a situational that was not exactly planned ahead of time. They were heading off in there. The group had split up into two different groups, with one group to the nursery and one group to having some fun in the actual city itself. But after some complications, some headstrong moments, and some decisions that weren't exactly reached with the rest of the group, the group that went to the server tower made their way further to find the brand station of Brand Locomon. The other group caught up, and it was happy, joyous occasions and all the fun times of that. Oh, sorry, I got my script wrong for the wrong D&D game. I'm in another one later. That's more like it. They screamed their heads off at Jordan, Callum, and Jordan and Callum fired back at Zara, turning it into a full-front verbal war. That sounds about right. As the group were having their open opinions of the situation within the first day of the digital world, the group then split up again, with some group enjoying the time with Brand Locomon and getting to the bottom of his history and what exactly the situation here was, and introductions, while Akane, Zara decided to go with Callum to chase after a dark shadow that Brand Locomon that said had encased within him. As the pair went up even further, Callum went on ahead. Callum stayed behind while Akane and Zara went off further ahead to see what they could find at the entrance to find the shadow to chase after Philmon and Dalemon. But Callum had a little encounter of his own. It was at this point that he encountered what was presumed to them as the shadow, Demomon. Callum had a nice talk with Demomon, as had accepted some nice gift from him. I sure won't come back to bite him in the ass. That's knowing how this works, right? But
Yeah.
as Callum was having this little moment, he got caught up by the rest of the group from downstairs, who had now decided to reconvene to try to relax a new plan to a plan of action, as they decided to wait for Brand Locomon after jump-starting his cables to give a little bit more time. But as Callum was essentially having this quote-unquote conversation, Callum started to see some very different Digimon in view. He saw the Digimon in the room, looking in different spots, but in the same spot but different forms. It was at that point that Callum was greeted by one of them, who just laughed. And that was where we now zoned back in. Uh-oh, it's that DM again. I'm gonna disappear off. I'll catch you guys later. Goodbye.
Bye, Morgan. Bye, Morgan Freeman.
Guys, I've looked for him everywhere. God damn it. Ugh. Well, I guess I'll have to do the recap then. So last
You don't have to. You
I
have
don't?
to.
I don't?
No, he was here. He was here.
No,
A while ago.
He came in here. He went to Starbucks to get a latte, and then went to Krispy Kreme to get donuts.
He went to see Kristen for a donut?
Yes, he did.
Kristen, how dare you lie to me?
I mean, I did tell you I saw him. I just didn't tell you where.
Okay, moving on. That joke has well passed its course. I really need to.
Let's go.
I need to start doing more planned stuff ahead of time. Anyway, so
I hope he enjoys this. I hope he enjoys what he got.
I'm sure he will. So, first things first, at the start of the session, it's now time to give you all your bonuses. So, since
funny stuff, my dude.
I know, funny stuff indeed, person in the audience. So, Caitlin, you've had a shit fest of a session yesterday. I think it's only fair that you try to make it slightly
Yesterday?
better. I
You mean last week?
Yeah.
Anyway.
sure. Thank you, piano. Yes.
Anyhow,
Hey,
moving on.
Anyway, so
feels like yesterday though.
I'm guessing I'm rolling today.
You are indeed rolling today. So, Caitlin, I would like you to roll me. I would like you to roll me a D8. And once again, everybody, be ready to get the. So this number is for all the players.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Big whammy, big whammy, big whammy.
Six.
That's not bad.
That's not
Okay.
bad.
So decide how you're doing your tokens, everybody.
Except for
I already
me.
know how I'm doing mine, but I'm not saying.
Same here.
I'm not saying it.
I'm-
I'm not saying because I don't want to influence anybody.
all
Sorry?
right. I'm just gonna split them down the middle.
Same here with me.
There
And Immon has a full bar of adversity tokens.
DM smirks.
Alright. I split mine down the middle as well.
I just give them all to Zara because I basically get to choose when they're used anyway. So
Very well. So, now I'm going to get off this music because as much as the Mystery Dungeon theme is nice, we should get back to the actual music.
Okay, what else? Since everyone said what they were doing with their adversity tokens, I'm gonna tell you I'm doing the same thing that Dell and Hannah are doing.
No worries.
Split in the
I just didn't
middle.
wanna say- I just didn't want to say anything at first because I didn't want to influence anyone's decision.
I mean, you saying what you're gonna do isn't gonna influence anybody. People have choices.
Yeah.
Ooh.
As long as
Anyway.
the people have the same mindset, then that's okay.
Hmm.
5 to Mimikyu, 1 to Kakumon, just to balance out the overall totals.
Fair enough. So,
Anywho.
let's get on. So, Digidestined. It's at this point that our scene reconvenes back in the server tower. Mimiko, Harriet, and Jordan. You are witnessing Callum in a zoned out state for a very, very briefish moment. For a start, he's just stood there, mouth agape, his hand slightly out, almost like he tried to grab something, and he's just in stasis. And then, after a bit, Callum zones back in, and he is completely out of breath, and he is sweating bullets.
Okay, Philmon is gonna go over to Callum and grab his shoulder.
Hey, you alright there, bud? What happened?
He then like grabs his grabs his head like as if he is like has a headache.
Okay. Bergermon kind of observes the behavior from the side. Then she turns to Philmon. Philmon, I think it might be best if we all reconvene at the Citadel. We've all had a long day. Perhaps he just needs some rest. Perhaps Callum just needs some rest.
Probably a good idea.
As Philmon kneels down on like one knee, like for the back and such.
Come on, Callum. I'll carry you on the way.
Oh, thanks, bud. He then tries to hop on his back.
Okay. Callum, roll me a grit check.
I was wondering when that was gonna happen.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
I mean,
You do your
say-
Your DC is 10.
Oh,
Oh, sorry, I read my notes wrong. It was going to be 8 anyway. It was going to be 8, so I'll say it would be 8. Would you like to spend any tokens?
nope, I'll take that fail.
Okay, take a token. And
2.
yeah, so the sweat from you slowly builds a little more as you are on the back of Philmon. That's all there is for the moment.
I'm guessing like it's just like I'm even like more like from doing that action. It just made me like even more out of breath.
Not out of breath, but you're getting a little bit, shall we say, nervous, I think is the attitude.
I'd probably say more exhaustion.
I mean, we could say it's exhausted if that works better. Sure.
Right, Philmon, will you and Callum be needing a ride? I can offer you both one if need be.
I'll be fine. It's best if you also take the other 3 as well. They probably need a ride more than me.
Of course. You take care, Philmon. We'll meet you back up at the Citadel.
Right. And you 3, be careful. There's something out there that is dangerous.
Jordan just like we didn't already know that when we first got here. And Jordan just urges Doberman towards the door.
He will follow.
All right. I think Jordan is still riding on Doberman at this point, I think.
Yeah, maybe.
I will say I'll let you choose if you want it to be either or.
Yeah, I think Jordan's just gonna ride on Doberman all the way back to the Citadel.
Doberman will happily trot all the way back.
Very well. Mimiko, Harriet, what about the two of you?
Harriet is gonna look at Wizardmon for a moment. Do you know what was that about? What's wrong with Callum?
Honestly, not a clue.
Left in the dark.
Do humans not act like that?
No. This is first.
Right. Okay. Bergramon goes. Sorry. Go ahead, Aeon.
I didn't say anything.
I thought so.
I did hear a sound from someone, but I don't know who it was from. I don't think it was somebody speaking. It might have just been background noise or echo or something.
Yeah, it could have been background noise.
Background noise.
Anyway,
I'm gonna have seeing Blake Coleman's just gonna move out the door, still carrying Mimiko gently.
All right. Bergramon turns to I guess Harriet's the only one that's left now, I think.
Yeah.
Okay. She lowers her head to Harriet and Wizardmon's level. Oh, if you two need a ride, feel free to hop. Then I'll be happy to carry you both along with Akane.
That'll be greatly appreciated. Thank you.
All right. Let's get outside and regroup with the others. And then I think we might need to have a long talk tomorrow. Yeah.
That I can agree with.
Okay, so I'm presuming then that everyone is... So just so I can verify everything, so Bergramon is carrying Harriet and Wizardmon.
Along with Akane.
With Akane when you pick her up as well. Is Blade Kawagumon carrying Mimiko?
Yes.
Okay. Philmon is carrying Callum. And Doberman is still carrying Jordan.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. Good to know. So now we are going to head back to join up with the rest of the group who are currently still in the nursery. Oh, let me move my thing here. There we go. So, at this point, Zara and Akane, as the two of you are sort of getting back into your moment as it was, discussing like the plans to do afterwards and after the news you got Bulkmon and after giving Galemon his scritches.
Aw. She continued doing it for as long as she needed to.
Galemon is now, I'll say Galemon is now lying on his side like, okay, this is a lot now.
Hey, don't be surprised if Bertram might get scritches later.
Oh, are you asking me to stop?
No, what if the others see? And at that point, Philmon enters the other entrance to see this sight. So, Philmon and Callum, as you enter out into the nursery area, you witness the sight of Akane to the side and Zara giving scratches to Galemon.
Okay, Philmon is gonna be walking out with Callum still on his back.
Okay, guys, we got bad news. It's just, what in the world is happening?
Don't ask questions. I'm having fun. Squish, 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 squish.
You're better off not asking.
Right. Well, we got a little bad news.
As if we've had enough of that today.
Yeah, really. I could really do without any more bad news.
You and I both.
Listen, while you two left the tower, we encountered a demon Digimon named Devimon.
Oh, lovely. Anything else?
It sort of got Callum.
What?
Just look.
And at that point, Akane and Zara, you see gasping for air just a little bit and sweating bullets, the sight of an exhausted Callum who is at this point clinging to Philmon as best that he can.
Zara's gonna look over to this and kind of raise her eyebrow because she's definitely not seen him like this since she met him. Huh. Can she go up and try and like check his temperature, like check his breathing, like make sure he's fine, like physically?
Yeah, we can do if you wish. Okay. You, as you get close to him, you can see that his face is a little bit on the pale end, but he doesn't. Actually, could you give me a brains check just to see if you can figure out a little bit of a symptom from him? I will say it's not harder for this. Yeah, I was going to set it to 6.
If it's a 6, I will not add tokens.
Yeah, she passed. With flying
Yeah.
colors.
I will not add tokens.
Very well. So, as you look, you can tell that the pale face that he has, the sweat dripping down, and how he is gasping, you can tell that his energy has been almost like, the best way to describe it, it's almost like it got sapped out of his body, but he is coming off as really exhausted, or to put it in another term, he looks like he just witnessed something that spooked him.
Like you saw a ghost or something.
Yeah,
Have you
if
seen
you
a ghost or something, Callum? You seem very exasperated.
Callum, you are able to respond.
No, to be honest, I don't know what happened. He didn't notice like when Zara was like kind of tickling, and he doesn't like want to like get anyone concerned, so he just does like a really weak chuckle and say, I guess if I did see a ghost, they would have gone peekaboo.
Can Zara do another brains check to see if he's lying?
Okay. Sure.
Like an insight check or something.
You know what? Callum, make me a charm check. The DC is 10.
Alright.
If you don't beat this, Zara and Akane can tell something is a bit up.
Yeah.
Oh, do I not get to counteract this?
Depending on the roll. If he beats it, I might have you roll something to kind of suss it, but if he beats it, if he does less than 10, you can tell without rolling.
Okay.
18! Callum, Callum, would you like to add any tokens to that?
No.
Very well.
Refresh my memory. What was the DC she had to beat?
10.
Oh no, wait. He's in follow-up. Never mind. My brain fucking died.
It's all right.
Yeah, no, but okay, but yeah, I'm talking about Caitlin.
Yeah.
No, I know what you mean. I'm just my brain fucking died. Don't worry about it.
Okay, but yeah, I just wanted to know what kind of DC did she have to beat in order to yeah. So thank you
10.
for that.
No worries. So,
Okay.
so Callum, you're able to play it off quite well. Zara, I will allow you to make another brains check. You have to beat the 18.
Fuck you, bitch.
Oh!
Fuck you, bitch. Fuck you, bitch. That's a dirty 20. Kiss my fucking ass. Fuck you, bitch. Let's go. Zara. Nothing getting past Zara today. Hell yeah, queen.
Oh, I can't believe that.
Caitlin?
Beautiful. Zara's a fucking queen as always. Thank you.
Fuck you.
Caitlin?
Yeah.
That's not an explosion. That is a 19 plus 1, Crimson.
Caitlin?
That is not an explosion.
Caitlin,
Dirty
sweetie,
20.
sweetie, you get a hug. You get a
Thank
hug from me.
you.
So,
It's
nope, that's
unbelievable.
not an explosion. 'cause
That
it's
is-
not a natural 20.
Oh,
It was
that's
a basic 20.
of
A
like
dirty 20, if you will.
like to the surprise of absolutely nobody.
Okay. So, okay, yeah, it would be pivotal. So, okay. So, Zara. So, Callum, you're able to play it rather well, but there is a small hint of your chuckle that comes off as nervous for a split moment. Zara is able to pick on it the moment it happens.
The moment it happens, an eyebrow raises from her. She looks at you a little skeptically. However, she chooses to say nothing. Currently.
Very well.
She will hold this to herself for the moment. Fair enough. She'll make it. She's essentially playing along with him.
Very well. Gaelmon's going to get back up for a moment, seeing this, just go, Philmon, Callum, so where are the others?
They're back inside. They're coming out soon.
And as you say this, coming out of the tunnel is Doberman with Jordan on his back and Blade Kuwagamon with a clinging Mimiko. You can adjust to wherever you want in the room. It doesn't matter. We can just say for mind.
All right.
Hey, how's it going?
There you are.
Back outside. Hey, Gaelmon, why does your face look so red and flustered all of a sudden? Did something happen?
I just got a little warm. I mean, flying around so much, I'm still not used to my new champion form. I'm not used to that. That's all it is. Right?
He's also been flying around and is a little tired from that.
Sounds like you're not great after all. Compared to me, I still buzz along.
Good for you.
And at that point, just as Akane is about to have this moment of, so where is coming out from the tunnel with Harriet and Wizardmon on their back is Bergermon. I really need to make that.
Yeah, you need to make another character sheet for her at this point.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that next time. I'll do that for the next one.
Or change it so that the new one is the default, so you don't have to make a new sheet, but she can slide to the other one if she needs to.
That's what I did.
Yeah, it was no. She's on about that we swap it because when you dragged it, it was the old outfit instead of the new one. So that's my fault.
What I mean, yes.
I will fix that later.
Yeah.
Okay, so Bergermon, you enter into the room, and you can now see the sight of everyone else in the room at this point.
Good. Everyone's together now. Oh, we need. All right. All right. I'm sure everyone's stressed and tired at the moment, but whatever else needs to be discussed can be discussed until tomorrow. Right now, we all need to get back to the Citadel. Oh.
Well, I am feeling rather hungry at the moment. We haven't.
Screw that. I need a coffee.
I was promised a Digiburger.
I need a hot bath and some warm tea.
I'm sure the Citadel has. I mean, the Citadel has has the kitchen, and I'm sure they have a place for us to freshen up.
Gailmon said to me that he would take me to a store. I intend to go before it closes.
Yeah, I want to visit the cafe here in the city.
All right. Bergermon's gonna look up at, I guess, the sky through like the glass ceiling. What time is it right now?
Judging from the look, you can see that it is beginning to slowly set at this point. In fact, it's pretty much. Actually, I realized I said that wrong. It is pretty much just well, what you presume to be nighttime, but without looking at a clock, it's hard to tell.
Right. It's late. It's very late. I know you're all eager to explore the city, but right now it is very late. It is very late at night, and all of you had a very long, very stress-filled day. The stores and places you want to visit will still be there tomorrow. Right now, what's most important is your well-being and health. You are our partners. We are your Digimon. You are in our care while you're in the digital world. So, please, dears, for your own sakes, for your own physical and mental well-being, please, I implore you, we must return to the Citadel and let you all rest.
I guess I can't argue with that.
Well, what's happening about that Grand Locomon down in the train thingy or something? What's his situation?
Well, just
That's the wrong voice.
Oh, sorry. Oh, so yeah, try to get Gailmon's voice. Yeah. So what's the situation for that Grand Locomon down there? Are you telling me that he's unable to help us or do anything at this moment?
He's recovering, but it'll at least take 12 hours for him to get fully recovered, thanks to Wizardmon and Blake Wagamon's electricity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But even then, there's just Jordan just kind of bobs, kind of struggling to stay awake at this point. He just kind of lost the energy to say anything or make any argument.
Well, I get the
DM,
Hello.
What time is it actually? Like,
Uh,
what actual time is it? Like, hour and minutes?
If you are going to look at your Digivice, I can tell you that the time
I'll say she'll look at the Digivice for the time.
at this moment it is getting close to about maybe 9 o'clock at night.
Said like I could be wrong. I thought you said it was like 1 a.m. last session.
Did I say
No,
1
he
a.m.?
didn't say. No, he
I
didn't.
think he said 8 p.m. I think
He said 8 p.m.
Yeah.
8 p.m.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I must have.
That's fine.
Hey, it's all
Time.
good.
It's all good. Everything to clear up. So, yeah, Gailmon's going to look back at the group and goes, well, Bergeron, if I could make a partial suggestion, just a little one.
Oh, all right, Gailmon, proceed with your train of thought.
From what I can see, Callum is not looking too great. So, if all else fails, if you guys can safely get him back to the Citadel, I can at least take the three ladies here, and maybe we could pick up something from this cafe and bring it back to the Citadel. Maybe we could get something nice for the others, too, kind of like a treat to wind down with the evening, perhaps.
Thelma
all right.
actually nods to this.
Probably a good idea. I'll get Callum back to the Citadel really quick.
Guys, no one. Yeah, honestly, I'm okay.
Callum, you are not okay. That Devimon did something to you, and I'm here to protect you. So we're going back to the Citadel so you can rest.
Okay, Bergemon's going to lower herself so that Harriet can get off. Very well. Explore for as long as you can. And she, by the three ladies, it's referring to Harriet, Zara, and Akane, correct?
Yeah, because I believe you three were the ones who said you wanted to go, correct?
Yes, they are, yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
You got
all right. All right. Akane? Hey, just know, I will be waiting at the I will be making sure everyone gets back to the Citadel, and I will be waiting there with them for your return. Just promise me you'll be safe out there on the streets.
I will. Akane then walks over to Bergermon and gives her a hug on the leg.
All right, Bergermon's gonna give her a little gentle wing pat as kind of like a reciprocating hug.
And don't worry, I will do my best to protect her, and I'll do my best to protect the others. Besides, most of the threat's gone anyway. And I doubt that figure or something that you mentioned would be coming back, at least so soon. But we will do our best. Besides, not exactly alone on this part here. It's not just me, but Wizardmon's going to be around too, and I'm sure him and his tricks are going to be a flashy display of help.
Oh,
Indeed.
all right, all right. Just be careful. You never know what kind of Digimon prowl around at night, especially in the city.
Dad.
Danger.
All right. Bergemon's gonna turn to Mimiko. Mimiko, the option for a ride is still available. She lowers herself if you want it.
Okay.
Mimiko is exhausted, I presume.
Mimiko is practically falling asleep on the spot. In fact, Blade Kuwagamon is probably the main thing holding her up.
I was about to ask, is this going to affect Blade Kawagamon for holding her up?
Well,
Probably not, considering he's holding her already.
Well, yeah, but still.
Seeing like this,
It's true.
like Kogagman like says like, my poor partner is so sleepy. If you are carrying them, Bertramon, I was thinking perhaps I could go with the other three, just in case that way they can get more protection. After all, Wizardmon can show that he has good skills, but Gailmon, maybe I could help with an extra hand.
What?
Claw.
My partner is very capable. Thank you.
But I'd much prefer Blade Kuwagamon. As
You
much as I trust in your skills, I think these three and Galemon and Wizardmon can handle themselves. Right now, we need someone to look after me.
the citadel is protected, is it not? Besides,
Well, yeah. Well, yes.
besides, I really want to burn off this energy. So much energy. I think if I were to sit at the citadel, I would just explode.
I think it might be best because 3 Digimon for each person might be better than just 2 and 4 over there.
Plus, if it was Demimon, that Philman and Callum encountered, then they would probably need all the protection that they can get, especially if he's still out there somewhere.
She's gonna glance over at Mimiko. Is that okay with you, Mimiko?
Mimiko is just out like a light.
Yeah.
To be fair, it is probably master bedtime. She's fucking 12.
Yeah.
Funnily enough, I do appear to hear her complaining.
All right. I will yield this. I will yield this time, but please be careful. All three of you.
We're only going to find a cafe. We'll be fine.
Don't be such a worrywart, Bergerman. I swear, the more you worry, your feathers will eventually turn grey and start falling away.
Do not test the limits of my patience, Blade Kuwagamon.
Speaking of patience, we should probably, as much as this conversation's going, I think it best if we get moving. Otherwise, who knows what could happen, and these three might even miss their treat.
Very well.
Indeed.
Yeah,
We must get moving immediately.
All right.
Okay, so currently all 3 girls are now on Gilmon's back.
All right. Bergemon's gonna
He's huge. You can handle it.
Okay. Bergemon's gonna make sure she has all the passengers she can carry. Then she's going to spread her wings and take to the air. We'll meet you back up in the. We'll be waiting for you at the Citadel.
We'll make sure to bring enough for everyone.
Yeah. See you later.
Take care.
is going to carry Jordan off.
Sorry.
Very well. So, Philmon, Callum, are you using Bergermon, or are you making your own way there?
Philmon is going to just be carrying Callum just in case. And he looks at Bergermon.
Just follow my lead.
Very well. I'll follow from the air. And Bergermon books it out.
Very well. I will say, for the context of some little bit of time, those that are making their way to the Citadel, you see a few odd lights coming on through the streets as you're making your way there. There's a few little Digimon who are just wrapping up for the most bit, or even some who are just doing nighttime patrols. But for you guys, the journey back is pretty much uneventful.
All right.
As for the other 3, Galemon is going to look at the others and just go, all right, I remember where we're going, so hold on tight, ladies. And he's going to take off at this point. Next stop. Oh, go ahead.
Thank you for your help.
It's what I do. And he looks at Zara almost kind of like, please don't tell anyone what you did.
She just reaches over and gives him like a pat on the head, like a okay.
Here's the funny thing though. Akane was a witness to it.
Yeah, that's why it's more focused on Zara, but it makes sense. What were you going to say, Caitlin?
Is like seeing like him like about to fly off. He's like Kawagamon. Then says, "Ah, wait for me. You didn't say ready, set, go."
We're not racing.
Okay, is Wizardmon on the back as well, or what is he doing, by the way, Aeon?
Wizardmon is indeed on the back.
Very well. So, ladies, as you three are holding on to Galemon, he is flying a little bit above the city, just a tiny bit, almost to kind of keep off the ground. The view for you three is pretty much a very different view than when you came here before. The lights are almost glimmering all over the city as some of them are turning on, some of them are turning off. And you can see in the distance, you see the sight of Bergermon leading the group as well from flying from above, as you three go off in a different direction. So as you three are holding on tight, you then make your way to a very small-looking cafe-looking place. On the outside, you see what looks like a large sign with a slice of cake decorated as the symbol. And there aren't any English writings on it again. However, to the Digimon, there is a bunch of words that you can read. It is Shortmon's Sweet Sensations. So as Galemon sets himself down, he lowers himself so the three of you can get off. And you know what? At that point, as Blade Kawagama, as Blade Kawagama, you know what? Blade.
Yeah, Blade.
We'll just go with Blade.
Let's go with Blade.
As Blade catches up, almost going at a similar pace as Galemon was trying to slow a bit to keep the girls from falling off at this point, as you all set yourselves down, you are all outside the large glass door, and you can see the light is still on. And inside you see a Digimon with their back turned behind the counter, and they are currently wiping. Do you all enter?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Very.
Ooh, cake, so sugary, so tasty.
Very well.
Connie's looking at Blake Kawagamon and thinking, you can actually eat anything.
That's true. Okay. So, as the three of you make your way inside,
Ooh.
Oh, this looks cute.
Quite kind.
you see a glorious little sight that looks rather quaint. It is a big type of shop with most of the seating areas always being like for sets of two. You do see the only English word you can see is the word cream decorated there. And as you all enter, the figure who is behind the counter, as you three enter, you guys can put yourself wherever you want on the map. It doesn't matter. It's just context for visual flair.
Okay. Did Digimon go in?
They do indeed.
Oh my god, can you stop? Thank you. Jesus. There we go.
Something acting stupid for you?
Yeah, I was just opening Zara's sheet instead of allowing me to click and drag it. Don't worry.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Very well.
That's for Kristen.
So as you all enter, the figure behind the counter turns and faces you.
He looks so cute.
Yeah, I love this little one. Okay, let me get the
You know what I find funny?
what's that?
He has a slice of cake for a head.
That's
the point.
I think that's funny.
Let me find my there we go. There we go. Nice quaint music. So as you all enter, the Digimon turns to you after wiping down the counter. Well, howdy, y'all. Welcome to Shortmon Sweet Sensations. I'm Shortmon. Oh, you're not the usual type of Digimon that come around here. And you three don't look like you're from here at all.
Aren't.
No, we're the new Digi-destined.
Allegedly.
Digi-destined in my hallowed halls? Oh, well, cook me burnt. Ah. Well, I apologize on the timing and things. I was thinking it was going to be a quiet day, so I was just about to wrap up shop. But I guess if you're here, are you exploring the city? Are you guys doing casual rounds?
We're basically very hungry and need to bring food back to the Citadel for the others.
We want cake. The cake better not be a lie.
Akane's then looking back at Blake. Akane's looking back at Blake Kawagamon and saying to herself, "God, will you please shut up?"
Okay. Anyway, so Shortman's gonna look and go, well, I might have a little bit of cake still left over. Give me y'all a moment. I'll be back in just a sec. And he's gonna jump behind the counter and he's gonna start rummaging. And you hear the sound of what looks like things being moved around behind the counter a bit. And then you see a glass dome being placed on the counter. I had this left over from some sales from the other day. It still is a little bit fresh, so it might just be what y'all are looking for. And what you see before you is a luxurious chocolate cake, decorated with a mixture of dark white and milk chocolate toppings and little bits of strawberry decorated along the side. Though you do see that the cake is probably about a quarter already chopped, but there is a good 3/4 of a cake left. It is big, but enough that it is rather big enough to go. Is this what you're looking for?
Yes.
Yes, that should do fine.
Yes, that'll do nicely. Thank you so much.
You three are most welcome. I'll be honest, I didn't consider I was going to be selling it or anything. Tell you what, are you taking the whole day? Are you taking the whole thing, or are you just wanting a slice to have now or to go?
Both, if that's okay.
If you'll let us have both, we'd like to take it.
Okay.
Zara just nods.
Oh, certainly. Okay, well, in that case, if you want to take the rest of this whole thing, I say cost you about 150 bits, if that's all right with y'all.
That sounds like a reasonable amount. What do you two think?
Zara just shrugs. I'm not bothered.
Actually, I honestly think that it'll actually work because, yeah, sounds fair to me.
I think we should pay them on.
Blake Hogman's also like looking at the other treats as well, and then looking at the cake. He kind of looks a little bit like kind of looks like slightly like he's actually looking a bit stressed out. The more he like looks at the dessert options, he's thinking, oh, what would Mimiko like? Do they like chocolate, or would they hate it? Would they like strawberry instead? Maybe they like vanilla.
I think maybe it might be.
One at a time.
Akane puts her finger over Blake Kawagamon's mouth if he has one and says, let's not play too many questions, okay?
But I don't want them to feel disappointed. I want to get them something really nice. After all, they've been through a lot and deserve it. They deserve something nice. I don't want to mess up. Oh, I don't want to mess up.
Go ahead, Lena.
You are not going to mess up. We've got this covered. Please calm down.
There is no need to worry, my young friends. And at that point, you hear the sound of footsteps coming from the corner that you girls missed as you came in. And you see another Digimon in the corner. And he makes his way And I will just have him come into view. Bada boom.
Who the fuck?
No! No!
Oh no.
What? What?
Wait, who's
And
this?
who are you?
The figure then gives a graceful bow and say, "Ah, I'm so sorry to see you all in my vicinity looking so distressed. I apologize if my business proprietor has currently stressed you with the local delicacies."
Oh, it's this fucking place! That's hilarious. Hey, vampires like cake too, don't you know?
Ah, but forgive my manners. Where how very rude of me. My name is Mayotesman. I am a business entrepreneur who is in charge of a couple of the shops in the district. I was just doing my rounds after the whole recent event with the Godromon and making sure that my businesses were safe and sound, as well as their proprietors. And from what I overheard, you three are part of the Digidestined, and I presume the ones who helped to save part of the city, are you not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Oh, splendid. It's so nice to see such courteous acts nowadays. Oh, forgive me. You appear to be troubled by the selection, are you not, Miss, Blade Kuwagaman?
Yeah.
Yes, yes. I want to get something for my partner, but I'm worried that I might get the wrong option. I should have asked before they fell asleep. Oh.
I presume.
Maybe they have some kind of sampler box.
Do you have excuse me, sir, but do you have a sample box available here? This establishment?
A sample box. I presume you wish to try some goodies from our lovely little shop here.
Yes, if that's okay.
Shortman, what do you think? Well, I'll admit it's not quite something I was thinking of doing, but concerning that part of this group did help to save the city, I guess I could throw a couple of little things in. If you're still buying the cake, I'll give you a couple little samples if you want to try them back.
Thank you very
That would
much.
be greatly appreciated.
Thank you very
Certainly.
much, sir.
And I also heard that you plan to enjoy some of the delicacies now. Is that correct?
Yes, we're very hungry.
I'm not very, but I just need a break.
Oh, sorry, Lena.
It's okay. She was just saying that she needs a break too.
Oh wait, I will ask DM. Like, I'm guessing there's a menu. Is there also like a drinks menu like that? Like, does it have like any coffees or anything?
There is a couple of little drinks there, but mostly that you see there is a few like malt shakes, maybe a couple little bits of root beer. Nothing of the hot drink variety except a hot chocolate.
Hey, Zara, you mentioned something that you could go for. What was it again? Coffee? They don't have it, but they have hot chocolate instead. Would you like that as a substitute?
I can go with that.
Yeah, if they don't have the hot tea here, I guess I could go with the hot chocolate as a good substitute.
Yeah, I very much like hot chocolate. I usually have that every morning.
Well, in that case, we'll call that the partial sample. Shortman, 3 of your hot chocolates for the lovely Digidestined. And you know what? Maybe we get a small one for their partners, too. They look like they could use a fair bit as well. Ah, well, that's mighty kind of you. Thank you. I'll admit I've never really had a hot chocolate before, but first time for everything. What exactly is it like, Zara?
They're nice. Very sweet. Usually people put cream or mushrooms, marshmallows. I'm not doing well today.
Hearing this, like Blade immediately like zooms about. Oh, I want sample too. I want marshmallows and cream and sprinkles, chocolate sprinkles. Oh, and strawberries, maybe vanilla cream.
Calm down. We don't want to add too much, otherwise it'll hike the price.
Hike the price.
It'll make the price more expensive.
Oh, I didn't think of that. Sorry.
You're fine.
I understand the idea of a business prospect and things. Shortman, would you be happy if you gave these three Digidestin and things? They can take the hot chocolates on my tab if you'd be happy to. And he's going to donate, and he's going to give 30 bits for each of you to have a hot chocolate if you so wish.
Sure.
Harry is gonna be all a little defensive. Oh, you don't have to do that.
No. You said you wish to try samples, so consider this a welcome to the city. And I understand that it's been rough for you since you came, from what I have heard from your conversation. So the least you should do is within my own stores that I help to run. It's nice that you kick your feet up. You know, as the old humans say, kick your shoes off and just relax. I think that's what they say. Is that right?
Yes, it is.
The humans used to come here as well.
Oh yes. This shop was actually one of the first that they helped to try to set up when they get here. Apparently the admins were very, very big Sweet Tooth fans. Yeah, if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be one of the oldest stores in the whole city.
What were they like, if you don't mind me asking? Were they really nice?
Oh, they were some of the best. From what I can tell, they really liked the Sweet Tooth there, and they really, really liked the chocolate cake we got here. It was actually thanks to them that they managed to help create the recipe when they came over. Oh, yes, that's right. Yeah, they apparently brought it when they went back to their world and came back with it.
As the one for Sweet Tooth, I really like to try some of the beverages that they came up with.
Well, I'm sure hot chocolate is something that they worked with Shortman to make. But anyway, Shortman, I apologize on the having to leave you in such a capable situation, but I must go and check on the other stores of the district. Will you be all right for this evening? Oh, I'll be fine. Don't worry. But I appreciate the business for the sake of this, and to you, Digidestin, and to your partners, I wish you all a fine. I will look after you for the best of my vicinity, but I only have a couple of minutes before I was going to shut shop. So if it's all right, if you want to sit back for a little bit, you got a little bit of time if you want some time to yourselves.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Can I ask before you leave?
Yeah? Oh, is it to my Odysmon?
Yes.
Yes.
What other stores do you run? Which other ones belong to you?
Oh, I run a couple of other little stores around here. Some of them are part of a expedition team that like to go off and explore areas of the digital world. I help to run this place here, and the other two they're currently buildings in the process, but they are something I can't say too much of. But they are stuff that they said is going to be helpful for Maruki-man.
Fair enough.
But if you'll excuse me, maybe I will come. Oh, yeah.
I was gonna say one more question actually, because Mike gives us like, how long has this place been open for? And
Oh, it got opened. It got opened a couple of days after the recent admins all first came into the server. Let's see. I believe that was. You know, I've lost track of that. It's probably when the last time that we had humans in the digital world.
damn it, I was trying to find a time fucking stamp. Damn it.
Well then, If you'll excuse me, ladies, I must be on my way. I hope you all have a pleasant evening, and if you want my personal suggestion, I suggest you get I suggest that if you want my recommendation for a sweet treat here, besides that chocolate cake that they have, I would recommend the Vindaloo Vanilla. That's one of my personal favorites.
Suggestion.
My pleasure. And he gives you all a graceful bow as he heads towards the door. Have a pleasant evening, young ladies, and to your Digimon partners too. And I may not be the mayor, but I welcome you all to Terra City from my establishments.
As he goes, can I roll a brains check to see if there's anything shifty about him?
Go ahead. All right.
I wonder why.
Not because this is. I'm just letting you know. This is not because I'm stereotyping what Digimon he is. I genuinely just want to know if there's anything shifty about him.
Okay.
I'm not judging him because he's a Myotismon, because you never know. He genuinely might just be a business owner.
Okay. Roll me a. Oh, go ahead, Lena.
I was gonna say, yeah, he's not like the prick from the anime.
Yeah,
That's true.
It's very possible he might not be. I just because they were told to be careful, so she's just giving him a look.
Okay.
He's just looking at him, paying attention.
That's fine. Roll me a brains check. The DC is 10.
I will spend 5 tokens.
Okay. Looking at him as he is giving the bow and things, there's no form of hesitancy. There's no form of reluctance. He generally seems straightforward.
Fair enough. Just wanted to be sure. I felt like he was fine, but just wanted to be sure.
That's fair. So as he goes, he's just going to give a bow as he walks out the door. I will see you later, Shortman. Enjoy the rest of your evening and your businesses. And at that, he's going to walk out, and you watch as in the doorway, he's going to transform into a bat, and he's going to fly off.
Real life vampires. That's a new one. Huh. This world has everything.
Apparently so.
What is a vampire?
It's basically a fictional monster in a human world.
Sharp teeth, drink blood. Type voice. Turns into, what he just did. A bat.
So you're saying that what Myotismon turned into was basically the equivalent of this vampire?
Pretty much. He's similar.
As you are all having this conversation, Shortmon does come back with 6 cups of hot chocolate. Here you go.
Wow. Great service.
It looks really good.
I do my best. Anyway, I shall get your cake ready and wrapped up. Did you want to have a slice while you were enjoying your hot chocolate, or do you want to take the whole thing and have it later?
I think I'll have a slice.
Sure, why not?
Sure.
Pass the time.
Yeah.
Very well. 3 slices coming up. And as I said, be 150 bits if you want that. And since the proprietor helped out with that fund of things, if you like just pay for the cake, I guess I'll give some of those samples for your you said you had more.
3 more, yes.
3 more. I might have a couple to share. Anyway, I shall be back with your goodies and things, and I'll be ready to pick up that bits from you for that cake in a bit. And at that point, he's going to walk off, and after a couple of seconds, he's going to come back with a slice for each of you.
Wow.
All right. Holla if you need anything.
Hey DM.
Hello.
Does Blake Wagamon actually have a mouth?
Good.
Considering a lot of his body is a sword, give me 2 seconds.
That's right.
That for my own partner.
What was that, Ayon?
I said I'm also looking this up.
He was looking it up.
Oh.
If from his body's very technological, but I could see. So I'll just post a picture just so we're all looking at the same thing. There's in front of like what would be like the red eye, there's this kind of like line gap that I feel like that part could maybe open like above the blade, but in front of the like there's maybe like an armored like mouth there that can just open above the blade. Maybe.
Yeah, you know what? This is our form of a Digimon. I will say if Blade Pokemon wants a mouth, they can have a little mouth.
He's got little sharp teeth behind there, little chompers. He'll nibble your ankles.
It's probably gonna be funny watching him munch on a cake.
Somebody's gonna have to give him like a tiny piece on a fork.
So he opens it he essentially opens his like blade, like like almost like flips up, and then it reveals like he has a little mouth.
I did not expect him to have a mouth.
Neither did I.
How else do you
Fair
think I
enough.
talk?
I don't know. The same way Blade Kuwagamon talked, he didn't have a mouth. Unless he did, in which case I will retract that statement. Did he have a... I'm checking this now.
Please check.
I don't think Kukuamon has a mouth. No, I guess he has a mouth. It doesn't look like it open. No, it does open.
Yeah, Kukuamon does have a mouth.
Yeah, he does have a mouth. Okay, never mind. Yeah, he does have a... I will retract that statement. He's got a mouth.
Yeah, we were just questioning Blade Kuwagamon, not Kukuamon. We knew Kukuamon.
Yeah, I know,
had a
but
mouth.
then I wondered if Kukuamon also had a mouth, in which case he does. So it's fine. Yeah, we can say Blade Kuwagamon has a mouth, considering Kukuamon had a mouth.
He sips on the hot chocolate.
I mean, are you telling me there's species in the human world that talk without mouths?
Well, no, but it...
Very good,
I
then.
suppose, considering he has it covered the entire time, that I didn't expect there to be one, I guess.
Well, look at well, take a look at Wizardmon. Did you think Wizardmon has a mouth when he's got it covered up like that, though?
You know what? That's fair enough. Sip.
Okay, so those who do taste the hot chocolate, if any of you do, you can choose if you want to or let it cool, whatever. Those who take it now, despite the fact that this is the digital world, you taste this hot chocolate and you can feel the warmth. You can feel that chocolatey texture. This is a really, really nice hot chocolate.
That's the best one I've had in a while.
I know. I don't think
It honestly tastes like Mexican chocolate.
That's so specific. That's so
forget.
specific out of nowhere. Wow.
To be fair, Harriet, it's rich, so.
No, I know, but like, it's just funny. It was just funny. That's all. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Anyway.
This is not bad. Is this stuff normal? As he drinks another bit, as Galemon drinks another bit.
Yes, we have them regularly at home.
I prefer mine with whipped cream.
The moment like the Blade like sips it, is like he kind of like lets out like a small little zit, and then starts sip 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 sip.
So cute. You just hear like the tiny gulps of who he's sitting next to.
I just imagine he's doing that sip
Or
sip,
he's
and
just
it's
on
like,
the table or something.
I just imagine him doing the sip, and it's like that noise from a printer. That.
Amazing.
I know, right?
Amazing.
So at that point, for you three, Shortman has given the cake to you and is now behind the counter sorting out the rest of the stuff. The moment to you is soothing. There is a nice warm like air despite it getting close to the closing time, but there is that sense of reprieve. like a moment to just feel, to properly unwind. If you wish to do so, you girls can have a moment to yourselves, or we can move on to getting your stuff and leaving if you so wish.
Okay.
Zara's going to lean back on the chair, or like couch thing, whatever the hell they're sitting on. I don't know.
Booth. It's a
And
booth.
she's just gonna, yeah, the booth. Thank you. I didn't think of the word. And she's just gonna lean back, like, and rub her face a bit and go, I hated today.
Yeah, tell
You
me
and I
about
can
it.
agree on that.
Let's hope we don't have another one like this. I don't think I could stand another.
Hmm.
At least not so soon.
Yeah,
At least we got a chance to unwind and such.
Yeah.
Today wasn't all bad. I got to meet you humans. I got to make friends today.
Oh, honey, you have no idea what we've been through.
Yeah.
Well, he kind of does, considering he's been with us the whole day.
I was there fighting alongside you against the Gardramon.
Not to mention, we did also be able to attain champion forms. That's an impressive feat in itself.
Have you
All
not
in
gone
that
to this
day.
level before?
Yeah. Akane then raises her hand up. Yeah, but you weren't there whenever we had a little chat with Callum.
Oh, yeah.
If you could call it that.
So
What are you
we-
talking about?
We gave him a little what for on the stairs up, let's say.
Hmm.
Let's just say I don't want a repeat of him doing something incredibly stupid again.
Let's hope he learned the lesson. And Jordan as well, considering he was also being stupid.
Yeah.
Sip.
Yeah, yeah, you have a valid point. She then takes a sip of her hot chocolate.
Carrie
Winking.
just like holds her cup, like barely sipping it and such. They're probably just looking down at it.
What's wrong with you? Why the long face, as they say?
I guess what happened downstairs with Grand Locomon just kind of hurt me a little before he woke up.
In what way?
What do you mean?
Honestly, it was with Blake Wagamon when he called me a bully, but
What?
it's best that you all know the truth.
Why was Blake Wagamon calling you a bully?
You do
Because-
realize you're speaking as if he's not here.
Yeah.
Because it is the truth.
Okay, okay. Could you please elaborate?
I may be the leader of the Birds of Prey, but behind the scenes, I've done a lot of good things to help clean the mess of my gang.
Then tell me why are your followers still causing so much trouble, especially to Mimiko?
It wasn't my
Can we-
intention to let it happen. 3 years, it was just us trying to fit in and honestly be normal with each other. But a year ago, things started to change. And let's just say I started helping out the town in the cover of darkness, if you could say.
That is fine and all, but that doesn't really fix the problem.
Can we get context, please?
Yep. Yeah. Akane wants context because she hears what's being said, but she doesn't. But there's a lot of blurred lines, if you get what I mean.
So, essentially, Miko told me that she was being bullied and that these bullies were part of Harriet's gang, and Harriet is the leader of said gang. And I gave her some slight words. Some may say they were harsh, but in my mind, I'm only speaking the truth.
Akane then raises up your hand. So you made an assumption that because it was Harriet's gang, that Harriet should be held responsible.
Exactly.
Well, that's correct. If she's supposed to be a leader, no offense.
Leaders are responsible for their followers' actions.
That may be true, but it was out of my control.
That's not an excuse.
So Gaelmon's going to look back and just go, I think what the others are slightly saying, and if I'm trying to piece this together, is maybe it's best if we hear from Harriet as to how this happened, at least completely. Because to my opinion, even if she is the leader, if she somehow had no idea of this, then maybe we should hear what she does know in order to get to the bottom of this.
I agree. I think we should let Harriet speak instead of just jumping to conclusions. That always ends out in a fight.
Zara's just going to sip quietly.
I am not jumping through conclusions. I am just going through the information from my database on what leaders are supposed to be. But sure, Harriet, tell us your side of the story. Tell us why you are having trouble controlling your followers.
Very well. Let's just say it all happened a year ago, per se.
Okay. Am I doing this as you've asked me to, Hannah?
Yes, please. It'd be better for you to explain better than me.
That's okay. That's okay. Okay, so as the group are listening to Harriet, with Wizardmon obviously set to the side there. Oh, sorry. I thought somebody said something there.
I think I just want to hear something as well, but I don't know.
It's all right. If somebody wanted to speak, they could have done it by now, so it's all good.
That's fair. Also, Shortmon at this point is actually, I will say that Gaelmon can see that Shortmon is actually just looking over the counter with curiosity at this point as they are filling up the box. So they're listening a little bit. So Harriet, to explain the situation, for the most part that you're aware of, you mostly had this mentality of what the group was. For a while, there was the odd little prank to sort of get noticed, the childish little prank that people would do, the random sort of steal something but give it back, the little teasing, the stuff that friends would sort of do and people would sort of have that banter with. But then things started going a bit crazier after 2 years of the group had been brought out. It was then that as you were having some moments of your own free time, it was then that there was, unbeknownst to you, as the others had taken some parts when you weren't there, after 2 years had gone by, the pranks escalated into more bigger, noticeable things. To you, this seemed like an action that was completely out of left field, and to you, it just seemed so different than what you had in mind. So you basically took it on yourself to try to clear up, to try to fix what the image was, despite it constantly happening. And eventually, that's when we go to the modern day, and the birds of prey are what they are as of this point. But as to who caused this, how this happened, and what was the catalyst that started the whole thing, it's unknown to you as of this point.
Can I ask then, as this is being explained, like Zara's like rubbing the bridge of her nose a little, like trying to wrap her head around it, what exactly have you been doing with your group to fix this inside behavior?
Well, for starters, I was the one who cleaned up the statue in front of the old steam mill.
That's not what I'm asking. I'm asking what have you done with your people, not the pranks that have happened. Have you talked to anyone? Demanded anyone to stop? You are a leader.
The problem is, I don't have the courage because everyone was considered my friends because I started the group and we got close, and I don't want them to be upset because I question their morals.
So you're cowardly.
Connie then raises up her hand. Seems like to me that they've been using you as a doormat. They've been walking all over you, and you really haven't done anything to stand up for yourself.
That is not what leaders are supposed to be like, Harriet. You should know you have the power to stop them, otherwise they would not have chosen you as their leader. They
Go ahead.
follow you because they had faith in you and because, from what I can tell, you were indeed friends. They trusted you. But if you are not willing to stand up against their actions for disobeying you, then I am sorry to say, but that makes a poor leader. You need to show, and simply disbanding them isn't going to fix them. If anything, it would make the situation worse.
Zara's just going to nod in agreement.
Connie is then looking at
that.
Connie's looking at Blake and Wagamon. Thank you, Captain Obvious.
Well, it's not about being obvious, it's about being logical.
If you want to coddle her, tell her everything is okay, then be my guest. It's
You
not gonna
can't
fix.
blame the. You can't lay the actions of an entire group at the feet of one individual.
I can when she is the leader. Tell me, if this happens in your world, if a leader is unable to control a group, a dangerous group, are you just going to forgive the leader because they couldn't control them? Or should they be held responsible for letting such dangerous people into that group, for letting them run wild when they had the power to stop it?
But you think I was fixing up their messes?
You're not
behind their
fixing
backs.
anything. You are not fixing the main problem, which is the group. It is fine to clean up after them, but that's the thing. You're cleaning up after them. You're not talking to them. You don't know who is the culprit. Do you even know who's in the group?
Okay, that logic I can see, but let's not bombard her with questions. Let's take it one step at a time.
Doesn't matter. Blake Wagamon then, actually, gets up. Mimiko is here with us now. I will protect her from the dangers, and I won't let anything harm her. You can think about what you want to do, but for now, you are here with us. We have a job to do, which is helping the digital world and try and find a way for you to go home.
Get that. I understand that. But you're attacking somebody who is trying to fix a problem, trying to figure out.
I am not attacking anyone. I am stating the information that I was gathered right now and giving my opinions to it. If you do not like it, then I am sorry. I am not the type to coddle.
Let me put this very clear. None of us are coddling Harriet, okay? We just want to hear her side of things, and
I did.
Okay, we are trying to help her figure out what the problem is and how to find who the responsible party is and fix what was broken. Okay? We are not coddling anybody. Make that
Harriet just needs to go, as you humans would say, grow a backbone.
So if something happens to Mimiko while you're not around, we'll blame you then, shall we?
At this, like Blake Chromaga, like lightning, then shocks. Nothing will happen to her. Not on my watch.
All
Let's not
right.
get angry again, people.
I
That's
concur.
what we're trying to avoid.
I agree with the pink-haired one, darling. And Shortman's going to come out with the box of stuff for you. If I can interject for just a tiny moment, if I may. And she's going to pop the box down in front of Zara for this moment.
Zara will nod as a thank you.
Your pleasure. Now, if I can understand... Oh, sorry, Lena.
Akane was saying, okay, what was... Akane's looking at him like, okay, what you got?
Well, let me just see if I can piece two things together. Now, I'm just an outside source, so you don't have to take my word, but I'm just trying to piece what I overheard. So, for one side of things, Blake Kawakaman, you're basically saying that Harriet is doing some kind of bad leadership because the fact that all she's doing is just cleaning up messes of her followers, but not exactly doing anything to fix any of the people themselves.
That is correct.
And to you, and she looks over at Harriet, and to you, you've been trying to sort of clean up the messes because you believe that's the way to fix the problem in your mind. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Well, if I could take my two bits about this, and if I can piece it together, both of you make some compelling points to some degree. But I still think there's some bits of right and wrong with both of your parts. Now, I'm not saying, before I ridicule any further, that someone's more right than the other completely. Because on one hand, Blake Kawagamon, I understand your opinion on this, but you also have to understand it a little bit from Harriet's perspective. She has had a group of people basically telling her that she is something, and they're basically giving her the free chance to basically be themselves. Now, I'm not saying that that's a good idea, nor am I saying restricting what people want to be is their own thing. However, what I do think Blake Kawakamon's trying to say, Harriet, is sometimes you gotta understand that you have to put your foot down. Act like the proverbial bad guy in order to get a lesson across. I suppose think of it as raising a young Digimon. If you raise that young Digimon from the first day they come in, and you tell them the ways that you feel is right, what are they most likely going to do?
Gonna follow your example.
Precisely. So if you believe that doing your own free will is there, then while I understand your free will is something that you believe is right, you have to understand that every other person has their own freedom to do things. Like I look at your two friends here, and she looks over to both Zara and Akane. Both you two have spoken your own mind, regardless of exactly what's going on with the situation. But you're being courteous to the situation, are you not?
Well, for some odd reason, it seems like Kawagamon believes that we are cuddling Harriet, and we aren't.
And I completely concur with why he would think that. But you also believe that he's also trying to think about it from his partner, from what I said, this Mimiko. Is that right, Blade Kawagamon?
That is correct.
That this young Mimiko has been the result of this group that both Harriet has led as well as been involved in somehow. Now, Harriet, a question for you. You said before, if I heard that correctly, that you were too nervous to speak to these friends of yours in your little group, correct?
Yes.
Then, if you mind my asking, why are you scared?
It's a little difficult to explain, but I guess it's because of my family and such.
And
A
what?
family name is just a family name. That shouldn't mean anything. If those people were your friends, they would listen to you regardless.
That's the point. Even if I have the family title and such, they won't listen.
How do you know? Have you tried?
Yes, I have been trying.
Trying
Okay.
how?
When I caught one of them in the act, I tried to convince the others, and they say three of my closest will try to sort it out, but soon, a few days later, it didn't happen.
Then it
So-
sounds like your closest are in on it.
That's what it sounds like to me, too. Now, I'm not saying these friends have their own thing, but just take it from the other perspective. You basically gave the responsibility to someone you could trust. Now, I understand that trust is I always see trust as a fragile bridge. You could build that bridge out of everything you wanted to, but if you don't trust the ones to build it, right? Then that bridge will crumble the moment the first thing steps on it. And while I understand your point of view, that it's scary to confront, heck, it's probably more scarier than having to deal with your first your first booking test against my Otismon to keep your own business. Oh wait, that's my fear. But besides the point, I'm trying to make and I'm trying to help to put this bridge here is to Blake Kawakamon, your group had helped to be held responsible for the situation. But Blade believes that you have to be held responsible because you're the one doing it. And your situation trying to fix it, in my view, to them, it's not quite enough. So you have to not only think about what you're doing, you might have to look and find things different. Take me, for example. I've had to cook and bake many different recipes for many different Digimon. And eventually I found what makes me and gives me the right identity. But you're not going to know the right way unless you try something new. And the new can be scary.
So
But that
what you're saying is that Harriet needs to try a different approach than what she's been doing.
exactly.
Yes.
And I think that's what Blade Kawagamon has been trying to say to Harriet. Not as slamming Harriet to the ground, although I could probably tell there was a little bit of frustration there, though I would remind to probably keep that temper down within my facility, possibly.
I do apologize.
Actually, he could keep it down. Actually, he could tone it down, period.
Hey, that's enough.
Yeah, I would have.
Then
You
hearing
don't
this,
need
like,
the petty comments, thank you.
hearing this, like Blake Wagamon just says, then he stops and then I will be outside.
I can understand what he's going through. The point I'm trying to make, and I'm not trying to delegate myself any further in this y'all situation, but the point I think you need to understand, young Harriet, if I could put my bit here, is you need to understand that if you want people to like you, sometimes change is for the better, but sometimes change doesn't bring good things. But you're never going to know unless you try.
Harriet is just gonna like slowly nod a little, understanding a little bit, but takes the words into consideration.
If it helps. My job is working in teamwork every single day. At an airport with multiple other people. When things go wrong, a leader needs to be able to find ways to pick that back up again. If one method doesn't work, you try other ones.
Exactly. It's all
There
about
isn't one solution for everything.
not one solution's gonna fix an entire problem. There's multiple ways to fix it.
Sometimes people need a kick in the ass, and if you need to kick them in the ass, then kick them in the ass.
And sometimes you have to give them the sweetest smile and the nicest words. But regardless, it's up to you to figure out what makes that way the right way. And if they're not going to listen, then you need to step up and give them either the right lesson in another way or take that authority and show them the door.
Zara nods to this.
Akane does
I
as
agree.
well. I'm in agreement as well.
And at that point, Shortmon's actually going to place another cup in front of you, Harriet. And you can see in the cup is another hot chocolate, and mixed into it is a small bit of milk in the form of a smiley face to try cheer up. So don't let that frown do you. As I always say, a frown is never sweet. A smile is just as sweeter.
Harriet just nods a little. Yeah, I guess.
Now then, go ahead.
I don't think anybody said anything.
Oh, sorry, I thought somebody did. Now then, with respect, ladies, I'm afraid I'm going to have to close up the shop soon. So I apologize on butting in and being on the rude one here, but I'm going to have to ask y'all to leave. I got to clean up after all.
That's fine. Thank you for your hospitality. Zara's gonna down the rest of the hot chocolate, put down the cup, and she will, what are we doing about payment?
I'll pay for it.
Akane then does the same thing that Zara did, and she turns to Shortmon. Thank you for the hot chocolate.
Ah, my pleasure. And don't forget those samples, by the way, and that cake.
Yeah, Zara will pick it up as she goes, considering it was placed in front of her, and she'll go after Blade Kawagamon.
Very
Come
well.
on, Galemon.
Oh, right. You have to move the token because I didn't place it down.
All right. Yeah. Oh wait, you're DM. You should be able to move it anyway.
Yeah, it would help if I move.
Anyway.
Yeah, I'll move. That's fine. Oh, there we go. Okay. Yeah. So Harriet, at that point, Shortmon's going to look at you. Just go. You all right, darling?
I guess just.
It's hard to hear some truth. Sometimes you don't want to hear it, and sometimes you need to hear it. But all I can say, if it leads to the right decision, sometimes you got to fall over to find that right path. Now you enjoy the rest of y'all evening. And Wizardmon.
Yes?
Keep an eye on your tamer here. Not in a bad sense, but I think she could use some small pick-me-up every so often. The girl looks like she's probably got some confidence that is about as fragile as a flatbread. Anyway, thank y'all for your hospitality, and I will hopefully catch you all soon. Be sure to bring your friends next time. I'd love to meet the rest of your comrades.
Akane then turns to him and says, "We'll be sure to do that. Thank you again."
My pleasure. Enjoy the rest of y'all evening. And
Harriet is gonna go to the register and pays for the treats. The
okay.
Treats.
Very well. So for that and the cake, if you're doing that, it's 150 bits.
Yep, gonna do that.
Very well. So, as you all leave, Galemon is going to offer the ride to you all at this point. Do you all take it?
Yes,
yeah.
Akane takes it.
Okay, Blade... Oh, sorry, 1 second beforehand. Blade Kawagamon, what are you doing at this point?
Well, when they reach outside, Blake Wagamon's kind of just pacing back and forth, still full of, energy.
Fair enough. You see the others coming out at this point, and Harriet, I presume you're jumping on too, was that?
I think Harriet is just gonna walk and such, just trying to clear her head a little bit.
Oh, are you gonna be alright, Harriet?
Yeah, I just need to walk and think for a moment. You two go on ahead without us.
If you're sure.
She'll be fine. I've got an eye on her.
Very well.
Just nod.
Okay, very well. Hang on, you two. I forgot my words for a brief moment.
You're fine.
Blade Kawagamon, let's go. And no racing. I do have fragile passengers on board.
Blake Rogamond just zooms ahead, not even like saying a word.
Huh.
He wasn't. Apparently, he didn't hear you.
Apparently not. Let's go. And he's going to fly to slowly catch up as best he can. Harriet, I presume, are you still heading back to the Citadel in your own way?
Yeah. Harry is gonna look at Wizardmon and such and hands him the slice of cake. Here.
Not hungry?
Lost a little bit of my appetite. You could have it.
Fair enough.
Do you have the cake?
Yep.
Very well. So you take a bite of the cake, and for a brief moment, you feel your hair stand on end as you get this taste explosion in your mouth. Like, how is this so good? Okay. So, let's cut the clock back a tiny little bit, and we are going to go join up with the others who have arrived back at, let's see, where the hell is my, did I have the, wait, did I? Hang on a minute. Brownie seems to have misplaced something.
Good job.
Wait, where is it? Oh, there it is. Hiding in my map. I think I may have forgotten to remove the tokens. Yes, I did. I forgot to remove the tokens of those who are here.
There you go.
Okay, so Callum, Jordan, and a very sleepy Mimico. You guys, I will have to. I'm going to remove our lovely little boy. Bye, Gladymon.
And Perdramon.
Yep. So as all of you arrive at the Citadel, Orcamon is actually stood at the entrance, and he has looked rather worried as you all approached. As you do, he is greeting you all with that, as you give it a curse, just like, "Oh, good heavens! I'm so glad you actually are safe. Wait, I only count 3 of you. Where are the rest of your comrades?"
They're still in the city, going to a cafe.
The cafe at this time? Ah, I presume it should be Shortmans. That Digimon always seems to run late. And he's going to look and notice Callums and Mimico. Oh my, it appears you had quite an exhausting run.
Yes, it's a very long story. We'll explain later. But for now, we need to get our partners back to their room. Well, my partner's still out and about, but Blade Kawagamon entrusted me with Mimiko, so I want to make sure she gets to her room safely.
Of course. Come in. I'll keep an eye out for the others and let them in momentarily.
Thank
Callum's
you.
gonna get like, kind of just trying to like jump off from Philmon.
Okay. I would like you to make me a flight check, Callum. DC of 10.
Oh, fuck me.
Can
I explode?
A 5. Do you want to add any tokens to that?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, otherwise I'm just gonna like not have any space.
Okay, fair enough. So you spend your 5 to up to 10. So Philmon, as you are slowly making your way back to the Citadel after being ushered in, all of a sudden you feel a brief bit of movement, and Callum, you get yourself off of Philmon, and you are standing on your feet. You are still a little bit exhausted, but a little bit recovered to still stand.
What are you doing?
It's all right, man. I can walk, dude.
No, let me help you.
Oh, you've done enough, Philmon. Honestly, man. We're here now. We can rest you. You've done enough, dude.
okay, but I'm keeping my eye on you.
Thanks, bud. I appreciate it.
Okay. So, as I presume Mimiko is still fast asleep.
Yes.
Fair enough. So, as you all enter into the citadel, do all of you go straight to the rooms then, I presume?
Yep.
Wasn't we meant to meet Pokemon here? Or
As a matter of fact, as you are saying this, sure, just message me, Kristen. Okay, yeah, Bulkmon. I realized I did not have Bulkmon ready for this. I knew he was here. I just bloody forgot. I'm gonna have to.
That's all right. That's all right.
I really hope his token works this time. There he is.
Woo!
There he is, the boy. If I could get the size right. There we go. There we are. So as you guys are entering in the foyer, there is, you see currently messing around with like getting things set up a little bit. You see Bulkmon carrying a few chairs and he's just setting things up in like a small circle as best he can. Huh?
Yo, what's happening here?
Oh, hello there, Digidestined.
Hello, Bulkmon.
Oh, wait, you know this dude?
Oh, yes, Kana and I had a run-in with him earlier.
And I met him outside in the nursery.
Indeed. Allow me to properly introduce myself to the rest of you. I am Bulkmon. I am a master of the combat here. I am the master of the spark of potential.
Pokemon. Gee, I honestly would rename that to Swolmon. Man, those muscles. You can probably throw me across a football field, dude.
The compliment is truly appreciated, and I forgive myself on the situation. But how do I address you three then? As he notices that, oh my, is the little one all right? Is she hurt?
Oh, no, she's asleep. Blade Kuagamon entrusted me to take care of her. Make sure she gets to bed. Make sure she gets to her room safely.
Oh, good question, Aeon. I didn't think about that. Let me have a think about that. Yeah, forgot about that. And he goes, very well, very well, very well. I had actually entrusted to basically come here, and I thought I'd come to greet you all. I had an encounter with some of your Digidestined compadres, and I thought I'd come here to try to help the situation. I had heard from Philmon and Bielmon that things had hit a, sour note.
I was Bielmon.
Oh, Philmon and Galemon. Thank you, Philmon and Galemon.
Yeah. Yes, there was a situation, but if it's not, and I do apologize, but can it wait until tomorrow? I think our partners are are probably going to come back all tired and exhausted, and it's probably been many hours for them since they arrived in our world.
Though, I have to ask me, dude, what's with all the chairs?
Oh, right. Well, I thought Philmon and Galemon would have informed you by now. Yeah, he's been at this for a while. He just came, knocked on the door, and said he wanted to do something to help the Digidestined. I couldn't say no, as it was part of the job of making the Digidestined feel welcome. And then as soon as he came in, he just started setting up chairs.
Bergamon's gonna look over at Philmon. Philmon, what is he talking about?
It's basically a council circle for you guys to talk it over.
Jordan just lowers his head onto Doberman's neck. I'm not in the mood for talking right now.
We're not
For
doing
one-
it this evening. People are far too tired.
Oh,
Once I agree. Maybe tomorrow might be a better time. If
Yeah.
that's okay, Pokemon.
Yeah, yes. Give them some time to rest, and maybe once everyone's rested up and ready, then we can do whatever you're planning to have us do.
that is very well. That is very well. It is getting late at this point, and concerning one of your companions is already taking the trip to the Natland, I presume that is truly acceptable. I do apologize about that. I just overheard the situation, and, well,
You
Bertramont,
got too overzealous.
Sure, that's one word. Although, maybe I just wanted to help all of you. I heard that there was some situation where things had been rather tense. I just wanted to try do my bit to help. You see,
And you're sorry.
No, it's fine, go ahead.
All right. Bertramon nods. And your help is very much appreciated, Pokemon. We are honored to be in your presence. And you can you can continue to help us. Just right now, we need to we need to ensure the health and safety of our partners.
That is a fair assumption. I am truly sorry, Digidestined.
Oh, you don't need to apologize, man. Here, let me see if I can help put these chairs away for you.
Oh, well, that's mighty. No, don't worry. I will take care of that. You look like you're ready to hit the bed, so you should probably go do that. As Orcamon makes his way and starts picking up a chair.
Oh, Orcamon, real quick before you go.
Yes.
How when we get to the rooms, how do I get Mimiko into hers? I don't think I have access to it, and she's out cold at the moment.
Oh, that's a very valid point. Might be better if you tried to ask Delphi about that. Delphi is more attuned with the electronics of the place. I just try to help with the physical aspect.
We will do that. Thank you, Orcamon.
I'll do my best. Hang on a sec. I'll see if I can get her. We can communicate at this point. And Orca's going to shout into the Citadel, Delphi! Delphi! There is a moment of silence before.
Greetings, Pokemon. It is a pleasure to see that you are up this late. Though shouldn't you be asleep as well?
Well, I would, but the Digidestined have currently returned. Well, half of the group at this point, but we seem to have a little bit of a situation.
A situation? What kind of situation? Please inform me of how I can be of assistance.
Well, at this moment in time, one of the Digidestined is currently out cold sleeping, and they were wondering if they could access the room without the Digidestined being here. Delphi's going to think for a moment and be silent, and then she responds back.
Well, it is a security risk if I don't have the Digidestined is unable to open up the door themselves. But considering the situation, I'll say that if you want to, I can have her be dropped into her room just this once. But otherwise, if you want to have her share the room with one of you until her partner returns, then it might be a good idea. But the Digidestined could be able to enter their own room as long as they have the Digivice. So that would mean that Mimiko's Digivice could still open up her door. However, for Bertramon, as I can tell from my scanners, Bertramon currently does not have her partner with her. So therefore, Bertramon will be unable to enter their room.
That will be a problem.
Looks like we might have to just wait for a couple of minutes till the others get back, so that way Blade Kawagamon can enter into her room.
Are there any guest rooms that we could put Mimiko in temporarily?
Well, I suppose that wouldn't be a problem. Delphi, is that fine?
That is an adequate response for the moment. If that is the wish, then I am here to assist in the Digidestined piece. So, yes, I can do it for this occasion.
She gave the okay.
All right. Then I'll make sure Mimiko goes into the guest room. She turns to Doberman, Philmon, and the others.
You got them.
Sorry. You two get back to your room safely, all right?
Don't worry, I'll make sure Callum gets into bed right away.
Yeah, same here.
Very well. And we will talk about what happened, but later. Much later.
I understand. I can do my best. If you wish, I can come by in the morning and be here. What time should I come by for?
Normally
Maybe
I wake up
around like 9.
9. That's too early, man.
Just until sunrise. Sunrise should be fine.
Very well. In which case, Orkamon, I leave the putting away of the chairs to you. I must now go out for my evening jog then, if that is the case. I shall leave you all to your own devices, and I wish you a pleasant evening. I am so sorry. I hope you don't mind my asking, but I have acquired myself with the names with the others, but I don't think I have yours, if you mind my asking. Or is it better if I wait till the morning?
Oh no, man. My name's Callum.
Jordan.
A pleasure to make your acquaintance, to Digidestined Callum and Digidestined Jordan. And who is the sleeping one there?
Oh, that's me. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, sorry. Mimiko. Her name is Mimiko.
Snores gently. A pleasure to acquaint myself right now with Digidestined Mimiko. Well then, I shall leave the evening to you all, and I wish you all a pleasant evening, as much as I have heard. And don't worry, I shall bring the spark of the potential in order to make things all better as best I can. Providing if you'll allow my assistance.
Of course, man. In fact, Callum then does like a wee smirk. Want to hear a joke about biceps? Ah, never mind. It's not that big of an arm.
God damn it!
Doberman is just going to slowly turn their head to look at you and go, "Boo."
Philmon is gonna be like grabbing Callum's arm, like dragging him.
Come on, let's get you to bed.
Let's get you to bed, Grandpa. Sorry.
Wait.
Oh dear.
Wait, dude. Didn't the others say they were gonna bring back some food? I think I wouldn't mind something to eat.
Get some rest first. Bertramon's gonna move inside to get to the guest rooms.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, Bulkmon.
That's okay.
Yes, I'm sorry. I know I'm very large.
That is okay. If anything else, don't worry about your size. Remember, take this as a lesson from a trainer. The size of you does not always mean victory or defeat. It's what you do with it.
Of
She's
course.
only going through a door, Bulkmon.
Hey.
Right.
Hey, this guy. Hey, honestly, I love this guy's charisma. It definitely screams spark of potential.
This guy gets it.
Doberman is just going to now at this point take Jordan inside.
Fair.
Jordan's gonna allow it.
Fair enough. As Bulkmon comes down, he's going to come past you, Callum, and he's just going to go, "You are the second one that I like of the Digidestined with that attitude of yours."
Oh, thanks, man.
Yeah, you and Akane have shown a real spark of things. I like it. You have that tenacity to still smile in the face of what you're going through. And that Akane has got some spunk of physical. Honestly,
Oh,
I like it.
I definitely agree. She is definitely funky, as he remembers what the little conversation they had together.
Don't worry. I'm sure you'll be fine. Philmon, you take good care of your tamer for the night.
Will do, Pokemon.
Anyway, have a pleasant evening, you two, and I'll see you guys in the morning. And he's going to pat you on the back, Philmon.
Philmon just gonna nod and such.
Callum,
Mhm.
it's at this point as Bulkmon is leaving, your Digivice goes off.
Oh.
And
Have a look.
okay, you're having a look, and on there you see the sign of a text message.
Oh, this might be the others. It then opens a text message.
Okay, you see a one text message, and it literally reads the following: "I know you're uneasy. Your words and attempt at deflection didn't fool me. Let's talk tomorrow away from everyone else. Just don't talk to me until I have a coffee. I get a bit cranky without one." And you see the sender was Zara.
Callum then weakly smiles and says, sounds like a plan." And he messages back "It sounds like a plan," and then smiley face.
Fair enough. Okay, so Philmon, do you take Callum inside, or are you guys waiting, or what are you guys doing?
Philmon's gonna take Callum inside, trying to get him to his room and such so he can get Callum to sleep.
Very well. Okay, Mimiko being asleep. I will say, for the context of time, I will say that you guys make your way to the rooms, and with the help of Desty, you're able to get yourself... Delphi. Delphi. I messed up my word here.
It's okay. Don't worry.
That's the twin sister.
Look, they had to have version 1 somewhere. Okay.
You could say it was the prototype.
The prototype alpha.
Exactly.
All right.
I got it.
Shut up, Nappa. Anyway. God damn it. Anyway. So, a couple of minutes later, the rest of the group arrive outside of the Citadel. Do you so Bertramon, first arriving is Blade Kawagamon, and then about a minute later, Galemon arrives carrying the others on the ground.
God damn, the frickin' click and drag again. Goodness me. There we go.
Okay. So not Mimic. Harriet, how did I miss that up? Because I saw the thing, because I saw Blade, that's why. So Harriet, are you going straight to the Citadel with the walk, by the way?
Yeah, but it's kind of a slow pace because she's thinking and such.
Okay. So I think Lena's gone to get food, I think.
Yes, she has.
Very well. So I will say that Akane is there on the back as well, and Gailman's going to sit down and just go, "We have arrived, ladies. Your destination is here."
Zara's gonna get off. Thank you.
My
You're a
pleasure.
good flyer.
But of course, thank you. And he gives you a small smile back.
She smiles back at him.
Where are the others? And at that point, Orcamon is going to come rushing out. Let me get rid of Bulkmon, because Bulkmon's already jetted out the Citadel at this point. Bye, Bulkmon. Ah! Anyway, so Orcamon's going to go, the rest of you have arrived. So Blake Orcamon here, and two of the other. Hey, wait, where's the third one? Wasn't there three of this?
Harriet decided to walk. Don't worry. She'll be here eventually. She's just taking her time, I guess.
Oh, very well, very well. Blake Orcamon.
Yes. Did my partner arrive here safely?
Yes, she did. She has been carried up to the rooms, and she is currently up there awaiting your arrival. Although she did fall asleep, from what I could tell. Okay.
Don't mind him. He's a bit antsy.
Sure. Is everything okay? And is that cake?
Yes, we have cake. We brought it back for everyone.
Is that a Shotmon's specialty?
Yes.
Oh!
I believe the menu read a triple chocolate deluxe or something.
Oh, I will have to try a bit further. No, the Digidestined must eat first, but that's besides the point. Boltmon was just here a while ago. I was just finishing cleaning up the, chairs he was leaving around. He said he would come by in the morning later, but, he did say he was letting you all and just pass on a pleasant night.
Fair enough, I suppose. He did tell us about this let it all out session that he wants to do.
You don't seem overly enthusiastic about this, but I will not question that further, especially because I can tell that you seem exhausted. You must have had a heck of a time or got lost in the city.
We didn't get lost in the city. Let's just say there was a lot of arguing.
Oh.
Don't ask. Just don't ask. It's a lot.
Very well. Very well. Anyway, your room is ready for you, and I will say that Akane is going to just sort of go to her room as well, and she's going to go by and just go, well, I guess if that's the case, then I should probably make sure Berdramon's at least okay.
Fair enough. I'll put this in the kitchen, then head up myself.
No worries. Are you doing okay after the talk, though?
I'll probably be fine tomorrow.
Fair enough. I guess I'll see you in the morning then.
Yeah.
Good night, Zara. Good night, Gailmon. And she's going to...
Yeah, good night.
Take care. And she's going to make her way up to the room to try to join Bertramon. As Orcamon is just looking by, he's going to go back in to grab the last of the chairs, and he's going to disappear off, leaving you there. Gailmon is going to look to you for a moment, Zara. Zara?
Yes?
If you mind my asking, and it's the last thing I just want to ask about this, you mentioned that you're used to doing teamwork and such, correct?
Yes, I am. It's my... It involves a lot of that in my job at home.
Is it tough making teamwork, so to speak?
It can, yes. I am essentially part of a pilot team that runs display shows for older planes. Ones that were used in wars and aren't exactly flown anymore. We show them off for people to see them. I even have my little own segment that I do sometimes. Depending on scheduling and, well, weather.
Oh, well, that's fair enough. I guess I was just curious when you were bringing up about that. I was just... Maybe you could be the one to help Bulkmon as well, trying to make everyone feel a bit more unified. I mean, don't get me wrong, I still don't feel completely okay with this myself, since I'm not used to this, but just know that you've at least got... I've got your back, at least. As long as... And at that point, you actually see him look away very shyly, as long as maybe I admit one thing back.
That would be.
I wouldn't mind some more of those scratches.
I knew you liked them.
Don't tell anyone, all right?
Who said I was going to?
Oh, Lena's back.
I'm back temporarily because Zara and Galemon came back, so I decided to come back temporarily. I'm still gonna get food, but I'm gonna take care of this first.
He already had
worries.
Akane walk out the scene, so that's a
Yeah,
bit awkward.
sorry. I'll say if Akane wants to do anything before I had her walk in the scene, but if you want to do something, Lena, I can let you do something if you want to.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that the conversation these two are having is after you walk away.
Okay, well then I'll just go and delete it and then just let you guys have at it. So.
Oh, okay,
yeah.
that's fine.
My
No,
mistake.
Sorry,
I
Lena.
didn't know.
Sorry, Lena.
It's okay. Thank you for letting me know.
You're welcome.
All
Hugs.
right. Yay, hugs. Okay, so he's just gonna go. I wouldn't mind a couple more of them, but just let's not try doing it in front of the others. I want to keep my image, you know.
Why do you care so much about an image?
Me?
What image are you? Yes, you. Well, I met you today, and you've been very apprehensive on being your true self in front of others, even me. You're withholding, even right now. Excuse my bluntness.
No. Well, I guess if some secrets to kinda share, I guess. I guess I just wanted to make sure I was making a nice image for myself. I wanted to try make it that I was this dependable figure that every Digimon would turn and look to. Somebody would be trusted to help them out, or maybe defend them, or do something in a nice gesture. But I never really knew how. And I always thought it meant having the better strength over everyone and everything, so I just wanted to look all nice and cool and things and think that was the best way.
Galemon, I would rather you be yourself.
What? You would? Did Kristen cut?
There we go.
Yeah, she said
I hear
her
again.
headset died.
Oh.
I said I would rather you be yourself, and it just turned off. Amazing. Anyway, you don't have to act in front of me to look cool or strong or... It's not the way that you act that makes me uncomfortable. It's the big claws and it's more appearance things, but you don't have to act in front of me.
Well, all right. I guess I could try. I mean, if that's what you want.
I don't want you trying to pretend to be something that isn't how you really are.
Right. I'll think about that. But I will definitely take your words to heart. Thank you, Zara.
If we're doing a little secret sharing, I'll give you one back. I loved birds when I was young.
You did?
I did.
Huh. So, I won't inquire if it's the case, but what changed? If you don't want to
Multiple
tell me, I
things.
understand.
I don't mind. Some of it, at least. Let's just say people are partly to blame, and birds themselves are also partly to blame.
Right. Well, I said it before and I'll say it again. I'm your partner, and I will be fine with that. Damn it! Why the piano now? I am turning that off at some point. Anyway, but I will be my best in front of you if it means you can feel better. We're partners, after all.
Yeah.
Anyway, we should probably hit the hay, as they say, and you look like you're about ready and losing your energy yourself. Don't think I didn't notice that little slant you did nearly falling asleep back there.
You caught me. Here, let me make this easier for you. She's going to manually de-digivolve Galemon back to Terramon.
Okay, so take your tokens back, and oh god, I gotta be Terramon. Yay!
The boy.
Yeah. Feels a little strange. I was sort of getting used to that, but why the change, Sarah?
Well, it's easier for you to sleep in our room with the smaller size.
That's a fair point. We did make the room based off of our champion levels at the time, I believe. No, the rookie forms. Sorry, wording.
That's fine.
Yeah. But I get you. Well, in that case, I'll look forward to a good nap myself.
Yeah. Just one more thing.
Yeah?
How dangerous is this going to get?
You mean you mean the adventure?
Yes. I mean, we've
Well,
already had robots shooting at us.
Well, to be honest, I've only gone a little bit out of Terra City to the main rest of the digital world, so things are a little bit hazy for me to know. I've heard others say that there are some tough Digimon out there, and concerning the other leaders are obviously the same level as Marukimon, being mega levels. I would presume there would be some Digimon out there who would cause some problems or some things, but I'm not trying to be those sappy types, but I'm pretty sure if we all stick together, we might stand a chance in all of this. But I can't say how dangerous it would get. But just know that this bird's got your back.
And I have yours.
And he's going to extend his wing almost like he's trying to fist pump.
She will allow it. She will match that.
Now, come on. I think it's best we go get a nice sleep. And dibs on the first slice of chocolate cake.
And people say I'm cheeky.
Hey! What can I say? If it's that good, it's that good. Yeah.
She'll just laugh as she goes inside, like, we'll see if you get it first. I'm the one carrying it.
Okay. Well, I get the next one as the door closes. As the door closes.
She'll just keep laughing.
Fair enough. Okay. Harriet.
Oh, I will say, can
Yeah?
I just say one thing? Could I also have like, kind of, because I feel like he might be fast asleep at this point. I'm gonna have him like digivolve Filmon so he can like sleep to into Harrismon.
That's fine. Harrismon could be there. I will say if anybody wants to digivolve when he gets to sleep, just let me know that's what you're doing. But we'll get to that as we finish up these little bits here. So, Harriet, a couple of minutes go by, and probably about maybe 10, 15 minutes after Zara has landed, you arrive at the long entranceway leading to the entrance of the Citadel as you and Wizardmon both arrive. The door is still shut, but there is a few lights on the bottom floor, and you are greeted by pretty much nothing there except the sounds of the city. Is there anything in particular you two would have done on your way back besides like Harriet thinking, or is there anything that would have been talked or discussed, or would you guys have just gone straight into the Citadel with whatever's happening?
Harriet is just be looking around and such. Looks like the others have already gone inside to sleep.
Yeah, it looks like nothing is around.
Harriet gets like a small, sad sigh and such, while her hands are like trembling, trying to hold in like sadness and a little bit of anger.
Are you being visible with this?
I think she's trying to restrain it back. Like holding back like tears and such.
Fair enough. Okay. Is there anything you both want to do or talk and things before we get to the door, or are you guys going straight in?
I mean, if up to Aegon.
Aeon?
Aeon?
Yeah,
Aeon?
yeah,
Okay.
I'm in. Stop yelling at me. I'm listening. Thinking.
Sorry.
Sorry, bud. I apologize.
No, I can't think of anything.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, so as you both make your way to the door, there is the socket there for your digivices. For the digivice, you know what I mean, for the digivice, if you so wish to use it.
Yeah, Harriet is gonna put the digivice into the slot.
Okay. You hear the sound of a door unlocking, and the front door begins to open for your entrance.
Harriet, opens the door and lets Wizardmon in first.
Thank you.
No problem. She says, like, quietly, like, with a hint of sadness in her voice.
As you both enter, Orcamon's going to greet you all as he's just coming for the last bit. He goes, and the last one has arrived. Hello there, Digidestin.
Hey, Orcamon.
You appear a bit out of it. Is everything all right?
Harriet was, like, trembling, like, tears forming in her eyes. Like she was trying to hold it back, but couldn't anymore.
Oh dear. I will not pressure any more, but just know I can be of any assistance otherwise. Wizardmon, it might be best if you get Harriet to her room. I think she might need her space.
Very well.
I wish you both a pleasant evening, and may you try to sleep well.
You too.
Okay. So, as you both head up to the rooms, do you just go straight to the room then?
Harriet is gonna stop by the kitchen real quick just to check to get something before she heads to bed.
Sure. In that case, as you enter the kitchen, you are greeted by that familiar voice.
Good evening, Digidestined Harriet. I am glad to see that you arrived back safe and sound.
Yeah. Guess so.
Is everything alright? Is there anything I can do for you?
You have like any tea?
Any tea? Let me check.
And she's going to be silent for a little bit.
I think I have something, but I don't know if it's specifically tea. I know that one of the other Digidestined have requested a coffee machine before, so I could probably go back and see if I can try and whip up something to help you soothe, if that's what you're looking for.
Yes. Maybe a tea set and a electric kettle.
I'll have a look and see what I can do. I'll see if I can get it up to your room at some point. If you want, just wait up there and I'll see if I can get it to manifest in your room for you.
Thank you.
No problem. Anything else I can do for either of you?
Did one of the others put the sweets in here?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. One of the Digidestined did put the cake in the as they called it, a sample box. They kept it in the fridge.
Thank you. As Harriet goes to the fridge and grabs out a cake to get a slice for herself and a bit more for Wizardmon too, just to help ease her tension before she gets to bed.
So Wizardmon's getting a second slice. He's been a good boy. Okay. So as you get your cakes, I presume you're going straight up then?
Yes.
Very well. So as you make your way to your room, as you enter, there isn't so much of a fancy tea set there. There is what looks like a small device to like generate some hot water, and there's what looks like a mixture of like lemon-like bags and such. Like the only thing here is just a lemon tea. That's the only thing she could find at this point.
Harriet just sighs a little. Well, it's better than nothing. Maybe there's like a tea shop around that we could go get some tea leaves.
We can certainly look for one tomorrow.
Yeah. As Harriet goes to the kettle and grabs it, heads to the bathroom to get like pour in some water and such so it can boil.
Yeah, fair enough.
Harriet calls out, "Would you like any Wizardmon?"
Sure.
Okay. So I will say for the context of the evening, as this tea party is going on in the other room.
It's just more of calming the nerves tea.
That's
Mr.
fair.
Wizardmon.
Oh, good heavens. See, those rapscallion Godramon, they truly messed up my blouse.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry, I had to do it.
That's fine. So, will I assume that everyone at this point is relaxing in their own ways for the evening before we hit the bed, or is anyone doing anything specifically before we go to bed?
Well,
Nah.
Harriet is more of a night owl, so she's gonna stay up a little more.
Fair enough.
And Jordan's just going to go to bed.
Okay.
I would say like, can I kind of just like reflect after everything that's happened, and though he doesn't like really express it to Philmon or like Harrismon at the moment, he then says like, he then kind of says to himself, I'm not going to mess up this time. I'm not going to mess up. He then like thinks back of what Zara said specifically. Come on, idiot, this isn't a game. This isn't a game. People's lives are in danger. So try and act less. Oh, man. He then buries his head on the pillow. Like, just kind of a bit frustrated.
Harrismon is gonna peek out from above. You okay?
Yeah, just, just late night rants. Just normal stuff.
Harrismon is gonna be like climbing down the ladder to join Callum in his bed, just to sit down beside him.
Oh, sorry, bud. I didn't mean to wake you.
It's fine. I'm more worried about you.
Trust me, you don't need to worry. I mean, I kind of got myself into that situation anyway. Man, I can understand if you're still annoyed with me after everything.
Well, maybe next time, try to listen, but at the same time, you just want to help out. And, well, sometimes it can lead to dangerous situations like before, but maybe sometimes you just need to think before you act.
Yeah, I kind of always have a bit of a problem with that.
Well, you know what? I'll be here if that happens.
Thanks, man. And he then, like, he has an idea and then smiles softly. He needs to erase the Unga Bunga from his brain. He can't. He then has an idea and then says, tell you what, to make sure that I will listen to you from now on, I will do a pinky promise.
Pinky promise? What's that?
Oh, it's essentially you just hold out your little essentially your small index. He then shows in like his little pinky, and then you wrap it around someone that you're gonna make a promise to. It's kind of a way of and then you say that I promise that I will listen, and now I can't break that promise otherwise, and if I did, then the pinky promise will be broken and I will be forever cursed by my family and my ancestors.
Harrismon looks at his claws and like splits it from the two and holds up one of the claws just to touch Callum's pinky. Like this.
Exactly. So, I pinky promise that I will listen to you from now on, Harrismon. If there is some place that you don't feel comfortable going, or if you feel like if I'm being my usual Unga Bunga self, then just then I will listen to whatever you have to say.
Right.
After all, we're partners, and partners look out for one another, right?
Mm-hmm. And I'll make sure to get you out of trouble at times.
Thanks, man. You know, I know this today hasn't been quite as perfect, but honestly, I'm happy I got to meet you guys.
Same here.
Though I'm kind of curious what's gonna happen tomorrow. Though I'm
Well, that'll be tomorrow. For now, you need to get some sleep. After what Devimon did, you need it.
yeah, still, I think that might have just been me being tired. At least
Harrismon is gonna push Callum down gently, like onto the bed, to the pillow, and be like, "You get some sleep then. We got a lot of journey tomorrow."
You're right, buddy. God. And I'll be excited for it.
Harrismon nods and just, gets ready to climb back up the ladder.
Callum, but as he climbs, Callum's smile kind of falters a little, and he thinks and then as he closes his eyes, he really hopes that whatever he saw really was just him being tired, and it wasn't like something that Devimon did to him. He really hopes he didn't like fuck up even more than he already did. Before falling asleep.
Okay, very well. Sorry, my microphone went a bit funny there.
It's okay.
Okay, so as all of you rest for the night, for the most part, it's nice and calming. For all of you, your beds are pretty much similar to like your own ones back home, or in the case of Mimiko and baby Jordan, it is the best bed you probably have slept in, maybe in your life, maybe even for Callum too. For the others, it might be there, but I'll leave that just to you. And as the night comes to all of you, on your days, you all drift off to sleep. All the Digimon do so too. But before the day comes to a close, we're now going to go to another place. As all of you are busy sleeping, one moment. It helps if I have my moment here. There we go. As all of you are having this little moment here, Callum,
Me.
you find yourself in this large white void. You open your eyes and all you see is nothing.
Hello? Harrismon? Zara? He then takes a step forward. Have I been doubled Ishikai? He then tries to pinch his arm. Dream, please.
You feel a tiny bit of a pain, but not a large amount. Like there's still something there, but just a little.
Okay. Anyone here?
Don't be alarmed. I only mean some assistance to you. as then before you, a flash of darkness and a familiar friend is in front of you.
Oh shoot! He takes a step back. Devimon, right, ma? Is that the name?
That is indeed the name. I'm so glad that you remembered me.
It's kind of quietly like kind of hard to forget, but um, so what is this place? Where's Harrismon?
Don't
What's
worry, just relax. I truly have come here for a nice little chat with you, because it appears that my gift has somewhat come into play already faster than I could think.
your your gift? Oh wait, don't tell me it's that ball of light.
It is, but I promise you it is a good gesture from my part. I promised you I wasn't going to do anything, and the fact that you were the one I greeted is honestly a nice, pleasurable change than some of the other beings who I've greeted before.
Um, well, I'm 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 glad that I can make such a nice impression, I guess. But what exactly did you do to me, man? I um those visions that I had with, especially when Birdman did. What does that mean? Like, were you just are you just like messing with me or?
That cough's not part of it. Now. First of all, yes, that is a little part of it, but I promise you, it's not the way you might think, but that's your own judgment. For what I could tell, there was a ambience of discourse between all of you and your fellow Digidestined. There was some that hated each other, some that loathed each other, some that didn't even care, and some that chose to let all of that frustration out. And from what I can tell, you received most of that bluntness.
Well, to be fair, I kind of deserved it. I kind of went in there without thinking, and, um, and, well, I, to be honest, I don't think we all hate each other. It was just a really long day. I mean, I'm pretty sure you would be a bit cranky too if you woke up in a different place and started fighting giant robots with random people you never spoken to before.
You are not wrong. After all, the fact that I greeted you was honestly a nice change, but I do understand the concern. I mean, your partner even had the right idea to be wary of a being who was most likely coming at them from the equivalent of the boogeyman from the closet.
So why me?
Because of two reasons, my young compadre. The first is because I can sense that kind spirit within you. That spirit to feel like you're more. I could tell that when I talked to you that I could sense there was some trouble you had back in your own world. The being of people who were still not happy with what you were accomplishing, and they wanted to make you, shall we say, something else. Am I wrong?
Um, uh, well, kind of doesn't like really respond to that. He just takes a step back.
No, don't be alarmed. I said I would offer you a gift, and I'm here to help make you feel like you're something more again. I promise you, I truly am a changed mon.
And how exactly can I trust you?
That
I mean,
gift. Go ahead, sorry.
no offense, but you were doing something to that Grand Locomon, and well, Harrismon, Philmon, really did not like you, and I don't know if I could if I can exactly trust your words that you want to change.
I can completely understand that. You want to have that moment where you feel like you want to trust, but then you base it on other factors and they instantly shoot the first feeling to their minds. I can completely understand. But to tell the truth, I suppose I could divulge a little bit of something because, while I did give my gift to you, I am a bit the same as you. After all, the last humans I met were the ones who imprisoned me partially with Grand Locomon. But I promise I am not that type of villainy that you'd expect.
Could I roll a brains to see if he's lying?
Sure, roll a brains check. The DC is 10.
Fuck. I need to explode.
A Ford, would you like to add any tokens to that?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 6.
Very well. So that's up to 10. What Devamon is telling you, there is a small hint of what he is saying is true, but you get the feeling there is at least a little more he's not explaining. But there definitely is some truth to his words.
All right. So, this gift that you've made, what exactly is it?
My dear friend, it is a gift of sight. For you see, there's always something that I have grown to accustom while I was imprisoned with Grand Locomon. For Grand Locomon was a Digimon who was created by the help of the admins, but not quite them. You see, Grand Locomon kind of wished to become an authentic, real Digimon created by the server, created by the masters, not created by some human being, but not as a form of malicious, but just that longingness to feel like you're more than something. And it was that it hit me. That I realized that a gift to see into those spirits would possibly be something to understand what they're truly feeling. Is there a sense of joy? And you see a small ball of light appear in his hand. Or a sense of malice, as a dark ball appears in his other hand. Every Digimon in this world has two sides that they don't wish to show. Why, even myself. There are some things I really don't want to show to yet. After all, we just met. And I'm sure that you have another side that even you don't want to show others too. Am I incorrect in that assumption?
I guess, but well, the things that I saw, they were it was like a there was like a completely different version, like a more, especially Bergermon. It was like it wasn't Bergermon. It was something different, something dark, something terrifying.
Are you referring to a dark Digivolution?
Dark Digivolution?
Indeed. My young friend, allow me to tell you a small little matter that should be acclaimed. not all Digimon digivolve into the right ways. Digimon in this world love to digivolve when their time is right and they've reached the point where they can hit that. Some digivolve when the time of strength is needed, and you watch as an image of Bulkmon appears. Some digivolve to make things right with the world. You see an image of Marukimon. While some digivolve when their jealousy and anger hit the point of corruption, and their hearts and minds get messed. And remember when I warned you before about how feelings could get involved in something and make you feel like you want to burst?
Yeah, I remember that.
That also applies for the Digidestined. For you see, my young Digidestined friend, what I showed you was something that if your little comrades didn't change their attitude, their next forms could be catastrophic.
So, you're saying that how a Digimon evolve, it's based on our own feelings and emotion?
Your
As well as
feelings? Sorry.
no, so it's not just about trust, it's also just how we're feeling for each other.
Feelings, dreams, desires, emotions, even motive makes Digimon digivolve in their own ways. As I said, it could be as simple as winning a fist fight to make yourself the best in the land, or even protecting the ones you cherish. Maybe even if it's becoming a royalty amongst all. But I will say that some of your comrades definitely displayed, and that includes the Digimon, a sense of destructive properties. Whereas you seem to me as the one who has the purest intention with your partner so far, while the others have expressed a form of anger, a form of fear, and a form of revenge based on every aspect that they have suffered in the past few hours. Like maybe a certain argument based off an individual.
Well, it's not their fault. I mean, people act differently, especially in stressful times like that. So, you're saying that us arguing and fighting like that could
It could be the start of your path to devastation. What I've offered you, my dear friend, is the ability to try to stop that. Otherwise, you could witness this. And you watch as he raises both of his hands and the balls of light clap together. There is a huge blast of light. And as it does, behind him, you can see 6 little marks on the ground. You see 1 pink, 1 gray, 1 purple, 1 green, 1 black, and 1 white. Otherwise, you could witness something more. Now, my young friend, why don't you try that ability? So, Callum, it's time I give you something. So, Callum, do you have any adversity tokens left?
I have 2 left. I
Ah,
also have some for Harrismon.
that's fair. Well, this is one for you, my friend. So, if you would like to know this ability, I would like you to spend 2 tokens if you wish.
Yes.
Very well. So, you have now activated an ability called the Devil's Eye.
Sick.
What are you talking about?
I'm sick. That's awesome.
So, as you are staring, you can see. So, to bring up what this does, using two. So, I will give you this ability in text, but to bring it up, using 2 adversity tokens, you can now sense the detection of a dark presence around you.
Oh, it's kind of like Shadow Pokemon. That one girl in Coliseum, isn't it?
It is. So,
Oh,
using this, you now see that 2 forms begin to form. So, you see. Give me 1 second here.
Mhm.
I need to get my details here. Yes. You see the black spot and the green spot begin to form into a darker flame. And both, the black one appears as a flame. The green one appears in a dark smoke. Which one do you look at? Any of the 2 that have appeared?
Oh, I will look at the black one with. I'll look at the black one first.
Very well. So as you look at the black one, Devamon does a smirk and moves out of the way. And as you stare at the black flame, you watch as it folds in on itself. And then it blows up into a huge blast of fire. And as it does, you feel the void. Despite nothing there, you feel a sense of heat. It is immense, almost the equivalent of maybe being in the middle of a volcano. And as it does, the flame begins to build more and more and more into almost forming into something. You then see something beginning to form out of its shadow. And as it does, you are then greeted with a very menacing voice.
Burn! 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 I will burn everything! There will be nothing left but ash! Everything will burn!
And the presence just stares at you back.
You will burn! Everyone will burn!
Paladin takes a step before looking at like Devimon. What is that thing?
That, my young friend, is a dark digivolution waiting to happen to one of your comrades. If they continue down that path that they are currently on.
Black. Which color is it? Who is it?
I don't know. Who would the one that has black be mostly associated to right now?
Alucard. I think I know. I think I know what it is. If I remember correctly, yeah, I think it's Mimico, isn't it? Oh,
As you begin to think this, the form then begins to fade in a way. But as it does, it stares at you with a very menacing smirk. And as it looks like it's about... And the figure. And then the figure vanishes.
No, I know. No, wait, I'm a fucking idiot. I'm a fucking, it's not Miko, it's fucking, it's Jordan.
Do you say this out loud at all, or do you say any of this out loud?
He didn't think so, like, black, wait, Jordan? He then looks at everyone.
An interesting assumption. Do you wish to see what's beyond the other one?
Well, I've made it this well. Guess it doesn't hurt to look, I guess. He then nervously like does the ability again to see what the other one is.
Very well. So as you are staring at the green smoke, or the green spot with the black smoke, the smoke begins to blow into a stream of a tornado. There is the sense of like poison-esque gas, as all of a sudden it then forms into the shape of a mask. And then you watch as a form begins to be made. And as it does, the form then reaches into the sky and grabs something. And all of a sudden you hear the sound of a rifle or a gun or something of some kind. And then you see before you a mask forming on its face.
Okay. Does it do anything?
It's just staring for the moment, just staring at you with that look.
I don't know. So is this another one of my friends' Digimon? I'm guessing one of them will turn into that thing.
Perhaps. Do you want to come get a closer look at this being?
He takes a deep breath and says, "All right."
The thing shoots at your leg as you walk forward.
It has a gun.
How'd you like my little one shot?
Oh God. How?
I suggest you keep your distance. Don't want to get too close now. Otherwise, the next one might be a little bit more direct.
Devilman, how do I how do we stop them? How do we revert them back or stop them?
You're asking how to prevent this?
Yes.
There is only one way to stop a dark digivolution, and that's to quell the fear that is making that emotion burst.
So, it's based on emotions then. So I guess whoever is feeling, well, like this, maybe, I guess, positive thinking? Would that work? Would that be able to stop them?
Who knows?
So seeing the creature, before, like, do the other, like, so there's nothing, like, wrong with them, it was just those two, like, the black and the green?
I mean, that depends. Do you want Devamon to show you?
The others, what are the others like?
Curious, are you?
Well, you gave me this power to see if I can, like, maybe be able to stop them, so it's good to know beforehand, right?
I don't know if you are familiar with the old curiosity killed the Gatomon, but I don't mind showing a companion who is able to see into the dark. Very well. I will show you the path that exists for your comrades. But I should warn you, the sight might be unpleasant. And at that point, you watch as the black spot forms again into the familiar form that you saw a while ago. Then the green one shows back up once again. They are just staring at you. So before you, you now see the other three spots. The other four spots, sorry. What color would you like to look at? You have pink, white, gray, and purple.
Let's do pink.
Pink. Very well. So as you look at the pink one, you see a very familiar looking tornado. The same one you saw a while ago back at the tower during the first of these visions. It forms into a large spiral with thunderclouds streaming off of it all of a sudden. And as the lightning zaps into the tornado then forms into a physical presence. And you see this guy. It just stares at you. As you can see, the large wings beat and the sharp golden talons spinning on the top of its wings.
Okay, it's a bird, so maybe Terramon or Biomon?
Possibly. Shall we keep diving?
Yeah.
Okay, which one now? Gray, white, or purple?
Purple.
Purple, very well. So as you stare at the purple spot, you see a form of darkness beginning to form. The dark orb comes up, and you see what looks like at first a pair of angel wings. But then that angel wings shields around the ball. And then they vanish into nothing. And then suddenly you see a towering figure looming over you on the spot where it was.
Jesus, is massive.
He can be quite intimidating.
Well, to be honest, they're all really intimidating.
Do you wish to see more?
White. What's the white one?
The white one.
Oh wait, no, you said
There's
gray.
white and gray are the last two.
Yeah. Yeah, I want to see the white one. The white.
Okay. Very well. Okay. All right. So as you look at the white one, you see a being beginning to form in the spot that's right behind Devamon. You see what looks like a pair of claws just reach out of the ground. One claw, two claws, and begins to pull itself up. And as it does, you see a black creature coated in scars and white paint decorating it. And you see before you as it looks towards you, it gives a small sniff and then it growls.
Easy. Okay. One more, I guess. What's the grey one then?
Before you get the chance, though, you hear something call out.
Let me tell you something. You wouldn't last 5 seconds with me.
And as you hear that voice, you look and you see it is coming from the spot of the white mark, coming from the creature you just called.
Oh. They can't hurt. They can't actually hurt me while I'm in here, right, Devamon?
Right now, they are just corporeal, but that doesn't mean they can't harm in other ways if they know how.
He then like looks to see if any of them are about to like strike or do anything.
Currently, the only one who's giving you that remark or close to it is the one you just called out. He's just staring at you with that sort of teeth glaring and claws out, but he's not doing anything.
Okay. Maybe so, but I am going to do my best to help them, to make sure they don't turn into these yous.
Do you wish to see the last one?
Yes.
Very well. And as he waves his hand for the last spot of the grey marker, you see what looks like a gear comes up out of the ground. It begins to spin very, very fast. The sound of whirring is heard, almost like the sound of a jet turbine. And as it does, you watch as more things are pulled towards it. Then something gently falls onto the top of this, and a form begins to make its well. And you see before you the last of the spots. A robotic-like creature.
Okay. What exactly do you know what these Digimon are called? These dog versions?
Make a charm check for me, please, Callum. DC is 15.
Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck.
11.
Wait. So you gain adversities when you get a Digimon to digivolve, right?
You do. You get your tokens back if you de-digivolve
Was
manually.
it 4?
Kristen, was it 4?
Hello, yes, what? Hello?
How many tokens do we get if we manually de-digivolve again?
So, if you have the evolution expert skill, it's only 2. However, if you don't have it, it's 4.
Okay.
So I believe Callum gets 4.
Yeah, so then I will use those 4 to get it up to 15.
Perfect number. Okay. Devimon looks at you and with a smirk he goes, "You are curious to the beings that would infest in them?"
Well, yeah, better to know what we might be up against if they ever do turn into it.
Very well, my curious friend. Allow me to introduce you to the following Digimon spirits that would soon house your Dark Digivolution. The first one you called is Helogarmon. Oh no, Helugarmon. H-E...
Lugermon.
Thank you. Helugarmon. Thank you. The second that you called is Vulturemon. The third you called is Crowmon. The fourth one you called is Murmukusmon. The fifth you called was Weregururumon. And the last one you called is Andromon.
Oh, okay. And so that's what their names are. Okay, good to know. If they do turn into these things, would they still recognize their partner? They won't go after their own partner, will they?
Who's to say? It's hard to determine Dark Digivolution. But I guess the one thing I could concern and say is this. You must be careful, for Dark Digivolution has 2 ways it can go. It can go into a being harnessing the darkness, or it could be a being who will fall and self-destruct to it.
I won't let this happen. I won't let this happen.
Then I hope the power I've given you will help you discern that fact.
So, why you said you wanted a change, so why help us? Especially since you just sealed away for so long.
I had been chatting with Grand Locomon. Let's just say, as a Digimon can change, as a Digimon's heart, every being's heart can change, my desire is simply one thing. I've been walking in the essence of shadows for far too long. And while the power of evil, as he extends his claw and is dripping with a dark flame, is an amazing power to have, sometimes you want to grow from your change, and something tells you want to be better than what you are. That is all I desire. I wish to try to rid those who are influenced by the dark, to fix their mistakes. So I ask you, Digidestined, will you help me in ridding this power?
Callum takes a deep breath, and then glances at the Dark Digi evolution of basically their friends, before turning to Devimon and nodding his head and slowly raising his hand. Yeah, I will definitely help. If it means preventing this. I guess and thank you for this power, I guess.
I understand it can be a very scary thing to trust a being that you probably assumed was bad. But I promise the intentions are pure.
Well,
So,
I always believe in second chances.
thank you, young Digidestined. And I hope you don't mind my introduction again. I am Devimon, a Digimon on the path to redemption.
Nice to meet you. My name's Callum Starway.
A pleasure to make your acquaintance, Callum. Just know that my power will be with you, and if I get the chance, I will hopefully come to greet you, and hopefully your Digidestined comrades will accept me the same way that they accepted, well, their situation, so to speak. But I know with your kind heart, and maybe your words, and perhaps the recklessness too, there might be a way to find a path to myself.
Well, like you said, everyone is on a path to try and better themselves in some way or another, right?
Indeed. Thank you, Callum, and I hope that none of your friends will fall to this path. But just know that if they do, I hope your comrades will be able to free themselves before the path overtakes them.
Well, we're luckily with this power, this devil's eye, at least it will give us a warning if they ever do go that path, and hopefully we can try and stay away from that.
That is all I hope for. Now I believe I have kept you from the realm of sleep for some time. Again, I'm sorry for all of that, but I wanted to make sure that it was done at the right time.
No, I appreciate it. Thank you for telling me all this. And I guess sorry for being judgmental before.
Judgment is a two-way street. You need to figure out what you need to do with it. Do you trust at the first glance? Give them a second chance. What you choose is your decision, young Callum. All I ask is that there is no tension between you, with all of your comrades. And while I understand that you have the purest heart, I do hope that you or your partner do not fall to the pathway of one of these.
Yeah,
No.
He then looks at them. Yeah, I would definitely not want him to turn into like that because of me.
It can be a burden. Now go. It might be best for you to try catch some sleep.
What about, and what will you be doing? Well, maybe I can like tell the others about you. Perhaps I can try and convince them to maybe give you a second chance, to give you a chance.
He's going to just sort of look at you with a smile as best he can, and he's just going to chuckle. I am flattered that you would want to do so much like that. For me, I shall be trying to see if I can find a place for myself. Maybe see if I can find someone else to help me on the physical end but I thought I should do the honorable thing and at least warn you before the arguments and tension turned into a further point of destruction. Maybe this is the beginning of my path, or maybe it's just the prevention of you falling down it. But to ask your question, maybe I shall go try to find somebody who can help me find my place.
Well, if well, just know that I definitely support you, dude. He then gives like a thumbs up and a small weak smile.
You are a strange human. You are honestly the first one to give me such a kind gesture. So thank you, and I will do my best. But I ask one thing before we wrap up.
What is that?
If I do end up straying and going down that path myself somehow, I mean this in the nicest way. I hope that you will be the one to stop me or put me back. Call it a concern, just in case I falter.
Of course. He then sighs. After all, don't want you to get batty.
Was that an attempt at a joke?
Yeah, I'm known to make really bad puns. Always helps keep the spirit up, I guess. and kind of distracts people from, well, getting angry or feeling annoyed.
I completely understand. Now then, I suggest you go to rest as best as you can. I wish you luck in your endeavors, Digidestined Callum.
Thanks, and take care of yourself as well.
My pleasure. If I ever get the chance, maybe I'll try to help and give you, and maybe ask for the help too. Maybe I'll try knocking instead of invading your mind next time.
Yeah, that would be nice. Maybe maybe we can do it while getting some food as well, because man, I'm hungry.
Good night, Digidestined.
Take care.
And he gives
Devimon.
this and he gives the same bow. And as that happens, the 6 dark forms that you see behind you all turn into what looks like a small black orb, and it fills the whole of the void. And the next thing you know, even though you are in that state, you are now fast asleep in your bed, with all of you fast asleep in the process. And that's where we're going to end tonight's session.
What the hell? What's
Team Chris back at it again, boys.
Oh boy.
I don't know
We're
what
in
you're
trouble.
Don't know what you're talking about.
Oh yeah, I have no idea what you're talking about. I totally didn't do shit. No.
These crumbs, delicious.
Yeah, I basically gave you a whole cake this time, Caitlin. Enjoy.
And not just the chocolate one from Shopmon. So, those who speculated Dark Digivolution, congratulations, which was pretty much everybody.
Yep.
It may have been obvious, but you didn't know the ins and outs of it.
So, did anyone actually correctly speculate on what the hell these are going to be for people?
No.
I kind of have an idea, but I will not say a word.
Well, I mean, you know what they are.
I know what they are, but again, I'm not saying anything.
I know they are dark digivolutions. I do not know what you plan to do with them yet.
I think I know which dark evolution corresponds to which person.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Enlighten me, darling.
Okay. So I think how Lugamon might be Jordan's.
Okay.
Voltron and Chromon, I think they're a little bit. It's hard because they can either be Akane or Zara because they're birds. Okay, I'm gonna say Voltron is going to be Akane, and I think Chromon might be Zara's.
Okay. What about the other three?
Where Garurumon I think might be might be Harrismon's because
Okay.
just because of Philmon having like similar body looks. Andromon might be Mimico one, and then I have no idea what
Myrmicusmon.
Yeah, that one. I feel like that might be Harriet's. I've never heard of that Digimon before.
I could tell you right now, I haven't, and you mixed up the birds.
Yep. So So you missed the really obvious tell. Look at the border colors.
I'm a dumbass.
The only one that we couldn't do was Jordan's because the black mixed in, so we just went with the next best one.
Yeah, the black was impossible due to
that's fair.
it would have not been viewable at all. So we decided red was the next best color.
Okay,
Fair enough.
Okay, well, think about it this way: demonic red.
Yeah. so, what does everyone think of the Dark Digivolutions that I planned for you guys but never told you?
Well,
you know what's really fun? You know what's really funny here? The dark digivolution that you came up with for Biomon, I recognize that bird. I recognize that bird from square one, and I'm not gonna say where from.
It was so fun planning for this.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. By the way, thank you, Kristen.
You're very welcome.
Yeah. If you want to kill Kristen, you kill me.
Indeed, we work as one.
I have one thing to say.
What that?
I am not going to kill Kristen or you. I'm not going to kill.
Beautiful.
Either
Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I'm not killing. I'm not killing either of you because of what you guys have done. It was very entertaining.
Oh yes, it was very fun screaming in my bedroom with my open window about things burning.
Yeah. So just a question. I have to ask this to all the other players. Did any of you? Can I just ask? Did anyone actually do any reactions when their color possibly showed up?
Yeah, I mean I put mine in the chat.
Oh yeah.
Dell posted a gif of Ralph going, "I'm in danger."
I just put that up. I was talking about like the Roll20 chat.
Oh yeah. Must acquire voice bot.
Yes. It's also Callum gets horror vision of Jordan's Digimon Dark Digivolving. Me. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Well, I
How
suppose.
about the rest of you?
Yeah. What about the rest? Might as well ask the corresponding thing. Aeon, how do you like the idea for you? Or do you have a reaction?
Oh dear God.
After all, nothing says terrifying to the technophobe as a walking, destroying robot.
Indeed.
Oh yeah, honey. I'm gonna be honest with you. That would scar poor Mimiko for life.
That's the point.
Yeah.
That's the point.
What about you, Hannah? What do you think of the one in mind for you?
No comment.
Is that a
It's
good or
just-
a bad no comment?
Good.
Your tone says otherwise, honey.
We shall
Sorry,
say.
I'm just overwhelmed.
I'm now
Just
concerned.
overwhelmed.
I,
Sorry, I'm just overwhelmed.
yeah, and also I know what's going on with her.
That is fine.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Anyway, we shall probably wrap this up for now, because I think we'll wrap it up because it is getting late. So let's wrap this up. So hey, that was fun, everyone. So sadly, no going digital next week. We're going back to Owen. Hey, goody, we're going from one trauma character to another one. Sorry, Katrina.
Oh boy.
There's multiple traumatized people in next week. Jesus.
But until then, this is where we're going to have this end. So perceptions rolled low. It's time for us to go. So with that said, everyone, I hope you guys enjoyed this session. It's been an absolute blast, and I hope you guys enjoyed the show. So it's goodbye from Hannah.
Bye-bye.
From Aeon. Okay. From it. You okay, Aeon?
Aeon?
Did he just pass the fuck out?
No.
Oh
Are you
no.
awake?
Oh, there he is.
What? The
Yeah.
fucking hell was my Discord tonight? I was talking.
Oh no.
See, you had the same thing when happened to me.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Discord decided wanted to be a prick to Aeon.
Oh well. Okay. Goodbye from Caitlin.
No, cake from my floor. Nom, nom.
Goodbye from Lena.
Sayonara, people. See you next week for Pokemon.
Goodbye from Dell.
Boy, everybody. Help, help.
But I thought you didn't want the Dark Digivolution story.
Help, 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 help. Help, I'm being dragged away. I'm being dragged away.
No, you'll be fine.
Okay, I'm kidding. Bye, everybody.
And goodbye from Kristen.
This world will burn!
Thank you. And just remember, my old friends, as we wrap this up, you best roll high, because otherwise, it could mean goodbye. Catch you all later, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh.
Bye.
Ta-ta.